It's Friday. Oh boy. Oh Billy.
Oh boy, Grant. All right, let's see what we got here. Offline. Streaming. Data. Ooh, that actually went through.
Quick.
Facebook Live.
Are we live on Facebook?
Hold on.
Go check it out.
Let's check it out. Nope, don't want to go there. Nope, don't want to go there. Go to DMG Gaming Podcast and see if we're live. Are we live? It says we're streaming, but I can't see our live video.
Let me see. Let me check it out. Let me check it out for you. Let me do all the work for you.
Nah, I don't see it. I don't see it, Grant. I don't see it, Grant.
I don't see it either. Why is it not live? Why not?
No, it's saying it's live. It's saying it's live, Grant, but it's not live.
Why is it not live? What happened?
I don't know. But it's saying it's live, Grant.
Did we meet all the criteria?
Here,
or did we already get banned? Are we already banned from streaming?
What?
Are we already banned from streaming?
Probably. They'll be like, I don't think so, buddies.
Yeah, we saw your content. Doesn't agree with...
I don't think so, buddies.
Doesn't agree with our terms and services.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll worry about it later, dude. I'll probably have to set it up with something else. We'll worry about it later, Grant.
Probably didn't do it right.
Probably didn't. Okay. Let's go check out our X feed.
Today's going to be a good day.
This is a pre-podcast.
Why'd you say it like that?
Pre-podcast to the podcast.
Why'd you say it like that?
Pre-podcast?
No, you said like, well, it's a pre-podcast.
What? Okay, Smash JT.
Uh-oh.
He said pick a lane. And he has...
Who's he talking about?
𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐫𝐿𝐴 like talking about some legal crap involving him and her. Right. Then he picks a picture of her ass.
Here's the thing.
Come on, dude.
Hold on. Here's the thing. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I'm talking as a guy here. She's crazy. Her ass is nice. Just saying. I'm just gonna be honest with you. It's a nice ass.
Gooner.
Hey. Sometimes you can appreciate. You can look at terrible art and appreciate the work in it. Sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Grant. Let's tweet this gaming podcast out. Slant Gaming. Gaming news. Gaming news post. Let me oh my god, I don't want to boost it.
Why is it
I don't want to boost my live feed.
Facebook needs to
I don't want to boost it, Grant.
Why don't you boost these nuts?
Excuse me?
Why
Excuse me?
I don't know why it's not going live on here.
I don't know. Who cares? I mean, it says it's streaming, but I don't know. I don't know, Grant.
We're verified.
Yeah, we're verified. We sure are. I don't know why it would say it's streaming, though. You know what I mean? It's weird. It's weird, buddy.
Oh, well.
Or maybe it is. Maybe it is streaming live. We just can't find it. Maybe we can't find it, Grant.
It would say live.
Yeah, it would. It would. All right. YouTube. Let's go check out YouTube real quick. Make sure that's good. Oh, I got some trailers, Grant.
Are they good ones?
Yeah. I would say so.
That means no.
I would say so, Grant. All right. Live now on YouTube. Pre-podcast. Hashtag gaming. Hashtag YouTube. YouTube on gaming. Hashtag gaming community. No, do all that. I'm just gonna post it.
What's up, Razor He says not giving up that Horizon Zero talk. Just read it. I can't read.
All right, 𝐟𝐸𝐫𝐿2, what's up? Not giving up that Horizon Zero Dawn tag. Oh, on Twitch? Yeah, man, dude, Twitch is like, you're like our own 𝐟𝐸𝐿2. You're like our only person that watches this podcast on Twitch, man. I mean, I really don't ever check it.
Yeah, why don't you go fix it? Why don't you fix it?
I'm gonna go fix it. I'll fix it for 𝐟𝐸𝐿2 only.
Yeah, I mean, because they're probably.
I'll fix it for 𝐟𝐸𝐿2.
Here's the thing: we probably been missing out a lot of fans on Twitch because of that. They're probably like, God, they're talking about Horizon Zero Dawn again.
No,
for the 18th week in a row.
No, you got to be part of the fucking FaZe clan or.
It's true.
Fucking 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐫𝐿 or somebody to get followers on Twitch.
We should call you FaZe Eduardo.
They should.
No, you shouldn't.
Huh? FaZe clan, dude. Yeah, man. Okay, I changed it for 𝐟𝐸𝐿2. For our one viewer. I went over there as a fucking one viewer.
There you go. Well, hey, we value that one viewer. Don't you make fun of that.
Shit. Hell yeah, we value that.
Yeah, you better. So I got your back.
On Twitch.
I got your back over here.
Too bad Facebook Live ain't working, dude. That'd be pretty cool. Go live on Facebook. We got like fucking more followers there than any fucking platform already.
Look, I go ahead and tell you.
I literally made that account not even 2 months ago.
Here's the thing is, people don't understand the amount of stuff we're going to have to deal with once we are able to go live on TikTok. Oh boy.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
I'm gonna have the sword drone.
We still got a while to go though on TikTok. We gotta have you need to help me push them shorts out.
I have been. I've been scheduling them.
Who is this?
I've been scheduling the shorts, man.
No,
don't be.
No.
Uh-oh.
No.
Who are you talking to?
My daughter.
Oh.
Okay.
Ice cream? She wants some ice cream at.
No, she wants to play with my phone. She has like video games on here, and my brother, or not my brother. I'm saying my brother. I'm saying my son does too, and they like to play with my phone every now and then.
Minecraft.
All right, buddy. I forget what it is. Dude.
You don't have like your credit card. They don't buy stuff. Have they ever bought stuff?
I got all that. I got that shit on lockdown, bro. Don't even worry about that.
No, I'm saying, has any of your kids ever done that when you weren't like?
Yeah, back in the day.
Have they really?
My oldest daughter.
What'd she buy?
She was playing. God, what was she playing? One of those like stupid bubble popping games, and then you can like buy stuff to like get more
pops or whatever,
different weapon types to pop the bubbles or whatever. You know
how much she spend?
Oh, like $150. But I didn't. I had like an older phone, and I didn't have it like set to fucking stop it. You know, yeah. It was just like
I bet you're like,
ching. I was able to get a refund though.
Oh, that's good. What'd you do to say your
now? I got everything on lockdown. Microsoft, Xboxes, PlayStation, everything's on lock.
Because if it wasn't, you'd be running up. That paycheck would be gone every month.
Well, no, it's also because my youngest daughter, you know, she could be like on a. What is it, Roblox or whatever it is, Minecraft, and someone types in like, "Hey, give me like your
dad's credit card number.
Give me your dad's credit card number." And
like, okay,
and they like post a picture of her. I'll give you a unicorn. It's like, here you go.
Next thing you know, you done got 7 links.
You can't even chat, dude. Like, you got some weird, dude. You got some.
I got a. Oh yeah, no. My brother.
You got some weird fuckers on Roblox.
Yeah, no, my brother actually, his son ran into that. He came in there and said, "Mama, this guy said he wants to meet up with me."
Yeah, the chat. There's zero chat.
Yeah,
I told him when they get older and more responsible, I'll let them chat.
That's crazy, man. These people, man, these.
No, you got some weird fuckers that play those games.
I know. That's fucking sad, man.
Guys, you know that airbag guy? They all look like him.
Oh yeah, I can imagine.
Fucking pedophile looking motherfuckers, dude.
That's sick, man.
Yeah. All right, Grant. Let's get some trailers down before we start this podcast. All right. Oh, we got a special guest today, but we'll talk about that later.
Oh, okay.
We'll talk about that later. All right. First trailer. Let's do this one. All right. It's tell me when you see my screen, buddy. Buddy. All right, you see it?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Eastern Game Studio.
Screen Juice is actually German.
Not American on that. Let me put it that way.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
That's pretty good. I
That
like
looked
that.
pretty cool. Morbid Metal. Yeah. Yeah, they're German. They're a German studio. All right, next. Next, Grant. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got, Grant.
You've got nowhere left to run.
Heresy isn't a myth or a bedtime yarn. It's real. It's dangerous. It's what we fight against.
I like how this looks.
The demons above, the beasts below.
And the heretics within.
You have everything it takes to really help Antioch.
What do you want us to do?
Which RPGs look like this
I
again?
won't lie to you. We're in a crisis.
That's life in the bishops. The apocalypse is always a couple of days away. You'll get used to it.
Just remember that when you're a bishop and the difficult choices come,
Save yourself. Abandon the false god. There are laws even gods cannot violate.
That looks tight.
Oh,
You know-
SacriFire.
This is how I wish RPGs still look like this. This is how I like my RPGs. That's how I like them.
Yeah, it looks good, dude. I mean, it's like a action RPG and platformer put
Just
together.
like- this is
That
how I
look
like
really
them to
good.
look, man. I don't like all this open world stuff. Just give it to me like this. Give me some
Yeah.
16-bit pixelated
Quarter
greatness.
1, 2026. That's what I'm talking about.
That's good.
All right, next. I think I got two more.
Sounds like you singing.
Silverstone.
What else have they done?
Coming this year. Another Souls-like game.
What else have they done?
I think this is their
This
first
their
game. I don't know.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, I think this is their first game. They're NetEase. Underneath NetEase is Umbrella.
Okay, that's cool.
So there's another game added to 2025. I think we saw this a while back.
Sounds familiar. I just couldn't remember it.
Yeah. But the Chinese studios after WuCon, they're just taking From Software's fucking formula and just using it themselves.
That's what I'm saying.
Of course, they're copying, but they're taking a winning formula and doing it.
Well, here's the thing. There's copying, and there's that one studio that they did with Horizon. That's basic plagiarism.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh man, I don't know how they got away with that.
All right, last trailer.
Okay, let's go through all of this once again.
We have 3 days before the sun rises and burns everything to ash. And we're stuck in front of a giant river of lava. If we want to survive, we need to act now.
We stick to the plan. You focus on researching a bridge to cross the river. I'll anchor it, fix the broken base modules, create radiation filters, gather resources, and rubidium.
To create more alternative versions of ourselves. Are you sure they'll accept who they are?
I can't worry about that right now. I need them to survive. The technician will help me fix the base, the miner can mine resources, while the botanist will provide food.
We need more space to fit everyone. And besides, the miner has destructive tendencies, while the botanist is still in love with your ex-wife.
The plan will work, okay? I'm heading outside. We still have places to explore, new things to discover, and dangers that I need to handle.
Don't get yourself killed out there. This base needs you to operate.
That's what I have my altars for.
Work isn't everything. You can't ignore their personal needs.
Sometimes I feel like everything here is personal. How's that bridge going?
I'm working on it. The technology I need should be in the database somewhere.
Oh, come on. We don't have forever.
Actually, we only have 1 day. And right now, the botanist is calling your wife.
Let me talk to her.
The technician is inciting a rebellion, and the miner, he just hacked his...
Oh. Hold on.
What is going on here? So they're all different versions of him, the main guy, right?
Yeah, they're making copies of themselves to do certain tasks because they only have a certain amount of days.
Rebellion, and the miner, he just hacked his arm off.
This arm is yours, not mine.
No.
Day. And right now, the botanist is...
Oh, okay. I was like, is that a woman bent over there? Because he's talking about his wife. I was like, what the hell is that?
Calling your wife.
Let me talk to her.
The technician is inciting a rebellion, and the miner,
Go back to that where he says, let me talk to her.
What?
Is calling your wife.
Let me talk
to her. Okay. I thought that was Pedro Pascal.
The is inciting a rebellion, and the miner, he just hacked his arm off.
This arm is yours, not mine. What about the goddamn bridge?
Yes, about that. We can't build it. The technology I need, it only existed in my life path.
Maybe in this life path, we might still have some time.
Holy shit.
It looks okay. Hold on. I'm a little speechless at the moment because it looks like a great game. It looks like a very interesting story-driven game.
Very wild.
It's it's outside of the box. I will say that. But I'm intrigued. I'm actually really intrigued. Actually, like this will be the type of game that I would love to play.
Holy shit!
It looks great. It's just It's kind of like they put like a soap opera inside of a video game.
That's crazy. I mean, that's the game sounds like fucking
It's way out there.
mind-blowing, really.
This is
like
like
psychological.
Hold on, this sounds like a game that Hideo Kojima would make.
I saw a little Death Stranding movements in there.
This is the first time I heard of this game.
It's called Alter. So
Have you heard of it before?
I saw something on X about it, but I didn't really look into it.
No, this is the first time I heard about it. I mean, it looks
So
cool.
it's like you make copies of yourself and to do certain tasks, but they can end up going like psycho and shit. You have to feed them and fucking.
This is like a fucking human Tamagotchi.
And also at the same time try to build this fucking bridge.
So is this like a Tamagotchi? Like you have to like feed them and.
Well, you only have a certain amount of time. I'm assuming it's a time thing.
Exactly. So if you don't do it, you have to start over. Like that's what I'm saying.
So I'm assuming you have 36 hours of gameplay to do meet something to do something. I don't know.
No. This is interesting.
I have no idea.
That's an interesting game. I'm actually going to read more about it. I think I'm going to look into it more. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. All right. Anyway,
I'm gonna be thinking. I ain't gonna lie. I'm actually probably going to think about it after the pod. Like I'll probably be thinking about it for a long.
You're gonna be thinking about dirt podcast. All right. Yeah. So anyway, that was Alter. Okay. Ready to start?
That's one of the best trailers we've seen in a while.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
I'm ready.
All right. You ready?
Yep.
All right. Starting now.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Grant rolling here with the DMG Gaming Podcast, and as always, I am joined by the man who has all the answers to the tariffs around the world, my boy, Ed Phillips, strategic economist, Ed Phillips.
Yeah, true. They used to call me Mr. Wonderful back in the day. Grant.
I didn't know you were going to say that. Now I thought you were going to say something like try to make up something, but that was pretty good. It's quick on the draw.
All right. So let's talk some. All right. Well, let's go down the docket. All right. We're going to have gaming news this episode, of course, like we always do.
Mm-hmm.
Subjects. All right. Our first subject is Nintendo turns to the dark side.
Oh, man.
Nintendo turns to the dark side.
I'm starting to see it.
We have a special guest today.
Oh, good.
What's up, Prepared Artists? Thanks for joining.
Man?
Special guest today.
Does your special guest have a name?
Yes, it's going to be Cam Baker.
Cam Baker. I'll write that down so I can know how to address him.
He reached out. He calls himself the local Ubisoft Shill.
Okay, so he's the Ubisoft Shill. Does he have pronouns that I need to prefer?
They, them.
They, them. Okay.
They, them.
I don't want to offend him when I'm interviewing him.
He's one of those. He's a they, them.
Okay. Where do you meet these people?
I mean, they just reach out.
You do live in a very diverse area.
Yeah, diverse. You know, very diverse. Actually, I really don't. I live in Florida suburbs.
Well, I mean,
it's not really that diverse.
It's not like Mississippi.
We don't have any local Florida men. You know, the Florida man stereotype. We don't have any of those near me.
Those are all like I feel like those are like the parrot heads. What do they call them? Like the hey there, amigo. What do they call? What's his name? What's his name? The fucking the Margaritaville guy.
Oh, you're talking about what's his name? Golly. All right, I got to look that up now.
I can't think of his name.
Why can't I think of his name?
He's like one of the most famous guys in the world.
Jimmy Buffett.
Jimmy Buffett. That's right. That's how I picture all Florida
Jimmy
guys.
Buffett. Yeah, Jimmy Buffett. Okay. So we got the Ubisoft Shill. He's going to join us later after the main subject. We got a Disgruntled Gamer Rant. Top 10, of course, and we'll reveal that later. and of course, the final segment of the podcast, the random game roulette.
So we can keep riding that high because that was a good one last time.
Chrono Trigger last time.
Right. I don't know if you can get better than that.
After all that shit.
That's like,
all right. What do you say?
That's right.
Yeah, I know it's fucking right.
The fuck you think I said?
I said it.
What you think I said? What you think I said?
I don't know. I thought you were trying to ask a question.
Oh God! Shut up.
All right, let's get to gaming news. So let me share our bookmarks. Dude, last podcast was like, what did we talk about last podcast?
Just a little bit of everything, a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Okay.
This is cool.
All right. Let's watch this.
That music, man.
I don't want to play all of it because of audio. But Card Sagas Wars. They're basically taking all your classic RPG characters and making a fighting game out of it. This one, if our listeners, this one had Chrono and Cloud fighting. And it looks awesome.
It looks great.
How long before Square Enix comes in and says, nope? Or did he get permission to do this?
I doubt it. I doubt he got permission to use this because I feel like they would be promoting it.
You would, yeah. This is a game they could not make nowadays. It'd be impossible for them to know how to make this with all the remakes they're trying to fucking make right now.
Oh God, fucking remakes!
Man. I mean, this would be a fantastic game just to.
And you know what? You know what this is? This is a new game. Like this is a new concept.
Yeah.
But they can't do that. Now, if this game would have been made 20 years ago, then they would have redone it, remade it, because that's all they do now.
All right. Next piece of news: Joseph Quinn addresses how his portrayal of the Human Torch would differ from Chris Evans' version. Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
He was branded as this womanizing devil-may-care guy. But is that sexy these days? I don't think so. This version of Johnny is less callous with other people's feelings.
No, yeah, what did I tell y'all? I told y'all this was going to suck. I said it. I said it was going to be garbage. Everybody's like, no, you don't. Look at the visuals. Look at the visuals. You see what their thing looks like?
I don't know if we bookmarked the other one, but you heard about the actress who's playing Invisible Girl?
I don't care. It's not Jessica Alba. I don't care.
She's exploring sexuality.
In the
new movie.
I don't care anymore. At this point, I don't care.
What sexuality do you think that is, Grant?
Yeah, it's not male and female. So I don't care at this point. This is going to be a terrible movie. People are going to be like, oh, it's going to be great. No.
Like, why do we need this shit in movies, dude? Like, they're whole, like, this is what I'm getting from the new Fantastic Four that's about to come out. That is just going to be centered around our fucking new deisms.
Yeah.
Like,
but nobody gives a shit about it. That's the thing.
Our social stuff. Like that.
I'm so done.
What the Fantastic Fours are going to be about. It's not going to be about the comic.
I'm so done with Marvel, dude. I hate Marvel now. I enjoy Daredevil. Don't get me wrong. I enjoy Daredevil. I'm just done. Like did you see the list of who's not going to be in the new Avengers? Yeah,
yep.
Like all the good people. Like, why do I want to see all the terrible people in the Avengers? Like, I don't want to see that.
Man, I don't know where they're going to. I'm not excited about the new Avengers.
I'm not. Like, Robert Downey Jr. does not move the needle for me as Dr. Doom. Like, I do not care. Because he's going to get in there and start rewriting he wants to put his ideas on it. How about you just take Stan Lane's ideas? How about that, Robert?
So, like, you remember after Infinity War?
Mm-hmm.
And then the build up for Endgame, like trailer wise, everyone was just all the hype, dude.
Yeah.
Like going into that movie, just all the hype going in Endgame. Mm-hmm. Everyone was so fucking like excited for it. And it didn't disappoint.
No, it was great.
It was so awesome. now I'm just like, where are we at? I haven't been following like some of the stuff. Like,
do you know where it went wrong? Where it started going wrong?
Oh yeah, they're making Silver Surfer a woman too. I mean, fucking why? Why do this? Like, I don't understand like the thinking behind it. Most of the fucking Avengers nowadays, the new ones that they've done series for, are fucking women now too. You don't have to make every fucking comic book character that is originally a fucking man a woman.
Correct.
And you don't have to replace them.
I think it started going downhill with what was it? After
you're sexist.
I don't care about that. I don't care what people say.
The Silver Surfer is a man.
It's a man. But you don't know that.
Always has been a man.
You don't know that. He's silver. You don't see his penis.
I don't know.
He's probably non-binary.
One of the recent comics, did they make her a woman now? And they're going off that Silver Surfer, not the original one? Is that what's happening?
You know where it started going wrong was in what was the Thor where he was fat and shit?
Oh yeah.
That's where it started going down. That's where it started getting bad.
Well, he was fat in what was it? He was fat in Endgame, right? He didn't start losing that weight until the next movie.
What was the one where he was like playing the fat ass? Where he was like, "I'm fat."
That was Endgame, dude.
Was that? I thought that was after Endgame.
Nah, I'm pretty sure it was Endgame. He was sitting on the couch with fucking what's that guy's name? And he was talking to New Master 69 on the fucking.
I can't remember, man.
I'm pretty sure that was Endgame, dude.
I thought it was after.
Then he lost weight in the new Guardian, or going into the new Guardians of the Galaxy movie, or no, his movie, going into his movie.
I don't know, man. At this
Love
point, I don't know.
Thunder or whatever the fuck it is.
I don't know what that was. Terrible.
That wasn't good. Because at the end of Endgame, he joined the Guardians of the Galaxy.
I don't know. It just started getting really weird. It's like they got halfway through the movie. I was like, all right.
Yeah, I can't remember, dude.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, that's all types of crazy. All right.
But my thing is this. Here's the thing is, like, did they really need to kill Iron Man? Like, what was the point of that?
Maybe, like, I don't know.
But how did that? Usually usually there's like it seems like when they kill off somebody major, it gets worse, and it did when they killed off Captain America. God, the new Captain America is terrible. Like, it's just, like, do they really need to kill these people?
I call this like the replacement. This is basically what this has been for the last few years. It has been the replacement saga of just replacing all the cool Avengers with like half-ass versions of them. Like Hawkeye's replaced now. I know it's not like a major one, but I like the actor who played Hawkeye. I thought he was solid.
Yeah. Jeremy Renner?
Yeah. And then they have that new girl who was in the Black Panther is now in an Iron Man suit. Whatever her name is.
I don't know.
I mean, and it's crazy. I mean, it's just, I don't know where they're going with anything, dude.
They're going to make a Sentinel X-Men movie next. Watch.
I'm not excited at all. All right. All right, let's keep. Oh, now this is what I'm excited for. All right. No Rest for the Wicked from Moon Game Studios. Those are the people that made Ori, Will of the Wisp. And this is a game that I played a lot of when it's for early access currently. They're releasing brand new areas, new enemies, and zero procedure filler. Every part of our world is handcrafted. Yes, it is. And it's about to get a lot bigger with the Breach launching at the end of the month. So they're adding more. So the original base game for the early access, they've done a lot of updates since then, but including the Crucible and everything like that. But you only can access part of the map. But you see like the map in town, and it's like huge. But you only can access like not even probably like maybe a quarter of it right now. But this they're allowing you to access more of the world and the continuation of the story from the looks of it. If they're allowing you to go in a new area, so I'm pretty stoked for this. I'm gonna play that. That's cool. And they have a showcase too. We're not gonna watch the showcase on here, but if you want to check it out, go check out the X profile. Oh Lord, Ubisoft.
Guess who's back?
All right, Ubisoft and other game companies need to understand if buying isn't owning, then piracy isn't stealing. Yeah, I mean, I agree with that.
Yeah.
If by their words.
I need to ask your friend about this. I'm going to ask him about this.
Oh, the Ubisoft Shill? Yeah,
Yeah.
you need to ask him about it. All right, so Ubisoft holds firm in the Crew lawsuit. You don't own your video games. That is pretty much what they're stating. You don't own your video games. Yeah, he can fuck off. If I buy a video game, I fucking own it. That's
So if I have it in my hand, I don't own it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, if I have an Ubisoft Plus or whatever it is they call it, that you pay like $18 a month for, and you're playing games for free off that subscription, I understand that. But if I purchase a game, I am getting a product. I am buying that product, and henceforth, once I purchase it with receipts, I own that product.
This motherfucker said henceforth. This motherfucker sounds like a talking contract.
I'm just saying. I mean, that's called basic economics, basic trading. You know, I am giving you money for a product that I will own after I purchase it.
Henceforth.
All right.
Oh, that was great.
Oh, no, we'll get into that. We'll get into that later, Grant. You need to talk to the Ubisoft guy, the Ubisoft Shill, about that.
Yeah, I need to look up some current. While you do that, I'm gonna pull up the current numbers.
I already got it. Don't worry.
Oh, okay.
I'll pull it up for you later.
All right.
I already got you. Don't worry about it.
Appreciate it, dude.
All right.
Oh boy.
If you don't own any of the 50 other versions of this fucking game, and The Last of Us, no, pretty much this is what it's called. The Last of Us Complete. It's a bundle of both The Last of Us Part 1 and 2, and includes a story expansion, Left Behind, the roguelike survival mode, No Return, Lost Levels, and more. All right, so if you don't own the other 50 versions of The Last of Us, well, guess what? They got another fucking thing they're about to milk more out of this game instead of just making a new The Last of Us 3 or something like that. I mean, if I bought this, I would only play half of it because I would only play The Last of Us. But I already own the Last of Us remastered second version of the remaster. I don't fucking know which one it is. But the only game I think is worth to play is fucking the first one, The Last of Us, which is great.
Naughty Dog, as they're milking the shit out of this. But you know what's funny? Same thing that Squaresoft's doing with Final Fantasy VII.
We don't need more of this fucking game, man. there's plenty of fucking versions of it. Like, enough. No more The Last of Us shit, okay? We get it. The Last of Us Season 2 series on fucking Max got renewed for Season 3, okay?
Boy, they giving that girl hell.
Whatever. But, yeah. So, as everyone is aware, Season 3 is coming out, and that's going to conclude the story. Maybe.
I haven't even started watching it yet.
I mean, it's all right.
Why'd she get fat?
I don't know, Grant. I don't even know. How old is that girl?
I don't know.
Yeah, I ain't gonna.
I'm body shaming.
Yeah, I ain't gonna.
Body shaming. You called her fat.
She might be a teenager. I don't give a crap.
She's not a teenager. No, she's not a teenager, I don't think.
All right. Anyway, the next thing is the Nintendo store in San Francisco is not even open for another month, but it's already got at least one person camping out for Nintendo Switch 2. That guy still has over a month sitting there waiting.
First of all, we're going to talk about this guy who has a very old man haircut. Like, it's something about his hair. Like, look at his haircut. It's like something like an old man would have. Him and George Washington have the same haircut.
Is it worth it? I mean, isn't this period of sitting and waiting for a game store to open done with? I thought this was over.
Well, it's in San Francisco, so he could just act like a hobo and it'd be fine.
Oh, he would fit in. They could probably get money and stuff too.
That's what I'm saying.
City, right? The city will just give him money.
So if I was him, I would just take a shit out in front of the door every day and just
like the trail so no one else can get in line.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All I gotta do is just shit everywhere and it'd be normal. They're not going to take you to jail. They'll probably actually give you drugs. And then what you do, this guy's actually got a good hustle going on. So what he should do is, if he doesn't do drugs, he should accept the drugs like he does and then sell them.
What was there?
And then he could take the drugs that the city gave him and then buy his Nintendo Switch 2 with the money from said drugs. Henceforth.
what was their reasoning, or whose bright idea was it to open a Nintendo store in San Francisco?
I have no idea. It's like
Out of all places.
It's like they haven't been seeing what's going on in the world.
I mean, how long is the store actually going to stay open?
Probably until the next social justice thing happens.
The next riot?
Yeah.
The next burning down of stores?
I ain't gonna lie. I mean, here's the thing: is if they're going to let people do it, then that's where I would go. I'd be like, oh god, I'd be like the only one on the street and throw a barrel through it like Donkey Kong. Up yours, Nintendo.
All right. And other news: Devil May Cry is officially coming back for season 2. Listen, if you
try,
we already did like a review for this last podcast, I think it was, or I don't know, podcast before that. But this series is like it's split between two groups. All right, you got your Devil May Cry fans who have played all the games. They're probably not going to like it. All right. I mean, they might still, some of them might like it, but a lot of them not going to like it, honestly, because it's not, they get a lot of shit wrong.
Oh, right, God, you should have saw TikTok. Oh, did you even play the games? He's exactly like that.
No, he's not.
And
then you got the side, and then you have people that don't know much about Devil May Cry. They'll probably love it, honestly. So it's kind of split between two. Me as a Devil May Cry fan, I didn't really like it. I really didn't like it. Yeah.
There's better enemies out there.
It's got a season 2 coming, so I want to know how much more of that guy. What is his name? Andy Shandar or
Anki? I don't know, but he
I don't know.
nothing.
The guy
looks nothing like Dante. That looks nothing like him.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how much more you can butcher this series. Anyway. And that's it. Oh, and with Sydney Sweeney, I think she's still slated to be next Gundam. Yep.
Boy,
that movie's going to make billions of dollars.
She's so hot, man.
Yeah. So, who knows? All right. And I think that's it. We already talked about the Final Fantasy IX remake, right?
I don't want to talk about it. It makes me angry.
Yeah, we already talked about that.
Because they're just wasting time.
All right, Grant. Let's get into this.
All right.
Let me share our image real quick. Go to our images.
Did you like my thumbnail?
Did
you like my thumbnail? It's tight.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Good job on that.
That's right.
Good job on that, Grant. All right. One of our main subjects today is Nintendo turns to the dark side. Now, I don't know. I haven't seen much from Nintendo in statements, but I've heard a lot of people saying that this is what they said. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people saying, oh, Nintendo had said this in the statement, like from GameSpot and stuff. They said this, and they're complaining about the tariffs. And I saw one statement officially from Nintendo about the tariffs, that they're going to wait and see on how to adjust according to the tariffs. But everyone else is like talking for them or something like that. I don't know. Like, I just have not seen like Nintendo come out with the official, here you go. This is what we're going to do going forward when it comes to when a game actually releases on pre-order and all that stuff, which I think it's already available on pre-order, is it not?
It is.
Let's look that up real quick because I want to be sure.
Well, while you do that, here's the thing. Like the Nintendo Switch probably costs about $70 to make in China. You know? So the thing about it is they could just accept the tariffs and still keep the price the same. I mean, yeah, they might lose, but then, I mean, they might, instead of making $300 per unit, they might make $180 per unit. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, I mean, I know how much shit gets made in China. Like, I know how much, doing like all the business that we're doing, I know how much shit costs over there, and it's very cheap. Like, I know for a fact that Samsung headphones cost $18 to make. No, it probably doesn't cost to make it. That's how much you can buy them for.
Okay, so the first batch of invitations for the Switch 2 pre-orders will go out starting May 8th. All right. and additional batches of invitation emails sent periodically until purchasing on My Nintendo Store. So I'm wondering if that's just My Nintendo Store.
Let me ask you a question, and I don't know the answer to this. Did they already have pre-orders before the tariffs went into effect? Did like people get to buy? Did they pre-order?
No.
They didn't.
Because originally it was supposed to be around this time.
I guess because my question would have been, if they had, would they have honored that price?
Yeah. All right.
You know what I mean?
Sign up for pre-orders today. Release date June 5th. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the official word is on this, but it's okay. Coming soon, so you can't pre-order yet. Yeah, so I think it's around May 8th that everything's going to be opening up for order.
So here's the thing: I see a bunch of Nintendo fanboys, and you know, and they're doing the most of the shilling here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Outraged. Oh, it's the worst thing. Trump is the bad guy. We're not going to get our Switch. I saw a headline that says you're too poor to get the new Nintendo Switch. Like, well, you don't. First of all, buddy, you're too poor. You don't. Peasants don't talk to a king like that. First of all, that's what I want to say.
Damn. Okay, buddy. Didn't know I was talking to fucking Elon Musk over here.
You're fucking talking to fucking Mr. Wonderful over here. took your guy. No, seriously though. But the thing about it is, do you remember when the PlayStation 3 came out? It was like $800 or $699. Like nobody complained about that.
Yeah, that was expensive.
And then people just bought it up. Here's the thing: is when that came out, the games were shitty. Like the only good game they had was Resistance, and it was just a mediocre game.
Listen.
But here's the hold on. Let me finish. So they're complaining about, oh, we're not going to be able to afford it. But at first, let's start with the top. At first, they're complaining about the price of the games, right? They're complaining about the price of the games.
No, it was as released before the tariff.
Yeah, correct. But now it's switched to it's Trump's fault that everything's expensive. Well, you were just complaining about the price of the games before the tariff. So what is it?
Listen, see, this is where I can't get the confirmation of like, is Nintendo saying this stuff, or are people that are just politically minded around Trump bad? Drump. You know what they used to call him? Drump.
Yeah, Drump. I don't even get, what does that mean?
It's, what is it? Oliver, what is the dude's name? That fucking comedian, John Oliver or whatever his name is.
No, he's not funny. He's not really a comedian.
He kept saying Drump because of Trump's German origins of his family or some shit.
That's why he's not a funny comedian.
Fucking all right. Anyway, so anyway, like the tariffs. This is where people don't understand. Like Nintendo has to get these. These are the Nintendo Switch 2 has already been. They've already been made. Like a set number have already been made. Mm-hmm. So they have a supply, and they know they have to sell this supply. Mm-hmm. So all these people are like, oh my God, it's going to cost like $700 or $500. It's going to be more expensive than the $450 mark that they announced after these tariffs. I don't think it is, because they changing a price so late in the game, close to their pre-order, day of May 8th, I guess. I don't think they're going to change the price. I think they're going to stick to the $450 mark.
Well, also this, it doesn't change how much it costs for them to make it.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like it still probably costs them $60 to make it. I promise you. Like things are really cheap over there. So why would you not? So you already got your profit margin set. So what's the point of changing your price? Like why would you want to change your price?
I don't know, man. But maybe they might change it to establish the future production price, for the next group they actually manufacture and ship. But I just don't think they are. But this is a new Nintendo. I don't know. This is a new Nintendo.
What happens let me ask you a question. What happens if I flew to Japan to buy one and I brought it back? Do I have to pay taxes? Do I have to pay tariffs on that?
No, so you cannot buy it in Japan. You know why? Because they region locked those. You cannot buy them.
Oh.
Like you cannot buy them and think you can play American Switch 2 games on them.
Well, that's
you cannot.
Idea.
Yeah, that was actually.
They've thought of everything, haven't they?
Yeah, so you cannot buy it in Japan. But that's funny because the American bases in like Okinawa and mainland Japan, they'll get the first copy. They'll get the Nintendo Switch 2 before everyone else for America. Like, because they'll actually give you, they'll sell the English version or the American version, whatever, the region coded one that's going to be sold in the United States, and the Okinawan and mainland Japan bases. They're exchanges, the PX and what they call a PX and BX or whatever. So the Marine Corps exchanges, the Army, Air Force exchanges, they'll have the first system access to actually purchase. Because my daughter was actually one of the first Americans ever to own a Nintendo Switch.
Sounds like you might have to take a secret mission to Okinawa. You might have to go. Where can you say you have to go visit the base for some reason? Can you just go, hey guys?
Yeah, because like the one on Kadena Air Force Base in Okinawa, they were giving away tickets at the front, and my wife was going there to buy like makeup or something. I don't know. She was just going in there to buy something that we weren't even looking at the Nintendo Switch. Cause I thought it was all going to be sold. I didn't even know they were releasing it that day. I was expecting like a couple of days later or a day later. But anyway, she walked in. They gave her a ticket. Hey, do you guys want a Nintendo Switch? And they only had 20 tickets because they only had 20 systems they got in. So she walked in the first thing in the morning. She was like, she called me. It was like, hey, do you want this new Nintendo system? I was like, get that damn ticket.
Almost went left work.
Yeah, get that damn ticket. And so we got it. And let's see, we got that. And was Breath of the Wild, that was released upon, that was the same day. I can't remember. But anyway, we got one of the first, my daughter was one of the first kids that own a Switch.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like you have to be one of the first people to own a Switch too. You might have to take a trip to Okinawa. Can you still get on the base? Can you go to the base?
Yeah, I'm retired, brother.
Okay. Well, hey,
brother.
Hey, brother. You see that guy in San Francisco? You might have to do the same thing in Okinawa. You might have to go over there and tell your new job.
Get on any base, dog.
What you should do is you tell your new job.
A retired ID card.
What you do is you tell them, I'm on a secret mission, like Rambo. Tell them you're like John Rambo, right? But they're gonna be like, nah, you ain't like Rambo. But and then you got to go to Okinawa for a secret for a secret mission.
A secret.
All right. It's like I got a speech impediment. Secret mission.
All right. But yeah, to continue this, what else did they release? Besides the expensive vast games that they announced before the tariffs hit, the $450, I don't really mind that if the console costs $450, honestly. I don't mind that.
You know what's going to be crazy is somebody who used to be in the reselling market. It just got too stressful. I don't do it no more. These things are going to go for like $1,500 a pop on eBay.
It's going to. Well, they also are protecting against that, also, dude. Do you know that?
Well, the way they
have it a way that you have to. All right, for the pre-orders, you actually have to at least on their website, right? If you're ordering through Nintendo,
it's different.
Yeah, you have to have 50 hours of Switch 1 gameplay from your Nintendo account. Mm-hmm. And the other sites, I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, I'm talking about like Walmart and Target. Like these they don't care. They don't care. Like they're going.
I don't know about that.
So this is how these bots work. Let me just tell you how these things work. So each bot, you buy a bot and you have you buy 200 IPs, right? Yeah. So each one has a different IP address. And what it does is it cycles through, and each account on this bot has a jigged address, which means like me, it'd be, well, let's give you an example. It would be like 123 Park Avenue. And then the next one would be 123 Park Avenue, apartment 2. I'm just trying to tell you how this works.
Okay.
And then part 3, part 4, all the way down and whatever. Because what it does is in the system, as long as it's not the same address and it's different, then it thinks it's a different person. So one person just hits one button, and it's like, as long as you got the money, you have a credit card that's attached to every single one of those accounts. You get one button, dude, and you'll purchase 100 of them bitches. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. I mean, they got these bots.
Yeah, I know, dude.
Crazy.
That's stupid. I think I don't like that. I don't agree with all that.
Until you want some
people make money and stuff like that.
Until you don't want making $1,500 a pop on them.
Dude, I don't have fucking time for that shit.
I'd make
really
time.
don't.
I'd make time for $1,500. I'd make
Between
time.
my kids, my family, and my job, I don't have time to fucking do all that shit.
But like, man, you can make $20,000 in 2 days. Would you do it?
In 2 days? Yeah, probably.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you can make time for it.
But I also hate those dudes that do that. So
I know, but everybody hates those dudes until you are that dude. That's what I'm trying to tell. That's why people don't understand that. That's just the law of the world.
Also, they have this GameCube controller. Did you hear about this thing?
I did hear about that.
Let me pull up the image. There we go. So the new Nintendo GameCube controller are not compatible with the Switch 2 games, just GameCube classics. So you can't use this GameCube controller for the new games. So you're just getting it for the Switch 2 to, I guess, has backwards capability with the fucking Nintendo Online store, or Nintendo Online, whatever, that you can use it for that.
But why would I want to play GameCube games when I could play better versions of the same game that's already out on different systems?
I don't know, dude. Like, I don't understand this wasn't a awesome controller. Like, it was okay, but it wasn't like something that I'm looking forward that I would buy to play on because it's a great controller. The Nintendo Pro controller is actually a good controller. I would buy that before I fucking got this.
Nah, just give me a Super Nintendo controller. Those are the best.
What? Okay, so how would you play that on the Nintendo Switch 2?
I don't know. Just is it compatible?
No, it's fucking not. So what was the point of you saying that?
I'll make it compatible.
Oh yeah,
I'm going to reprogram the whole thing.
Yeah, no, you can't even fucking Google, Grant. No one believes you can do that.
Fucking maybe the Switch 3 by the time I got done with it.
No one believes you can do that. Man, I get you to Google something, you get fucking lost.
I know. Next thing I'm looking at recipes for cakes.
Yeah. But I don't know, man. Like, this tariff stuff is like, I mean, like, I don't know, like, what Nintendo, I can't confirm anything that Nintendo has said because you keep hearing from these fucking people that just fucking, Trump, Elon, and they talk, they try to make it look like Nintendo is fucking shutting it down. They're not going to sell it, or.
Well, you saw that sign that person made that was at that rally or whatever.
Like, you can't believe anything you fucking hear on any social media right now.
That guy that was at that Trump rally against Trump or whatever. His sign said, "Keep your hands off my Nintendo Switch 2." And of course, he looked exactly like you think he looked.
Oh, I'm sure.
He looked like a fatter version of that kid that was Peter Parker's friend.
Oh, yeah. What is this? I can't see that. Oh, no. We'll talk about that later.
I thought it was more Sydney Sweeney.
Oh, you want some more?
You can never have enough of that.
All right. So, yeah, anyway, so Tariffs wrapped up that subject. Switch 2, I see him still selling that thing at $450, man. Unless something drastic happens.
Here's the thing. I see it selling regardless of what the price is. People are going to buy it.
They will. If someone wants a Switch 2 now, then they're
if you're
going to buy it.
If you're going to listen to me, if you're going to pay $699 for the PlayStation 3, you're going to pay $699 for a Switch 2. If you're going to pay $700 for a PS5 Pro, you're going to pay $700 for a Switch 2.
Now this is where the justification, like, I'll buy a Switch 2 at $450, but then it's going to determine like how fun are the new games, Like, was it worth the $450? That's where it comes into. But like, being Nintendo, man, I really don't see them dropping the ball on their core.
No, I don't either. But also, it have to be deal breaking as like if the price, like if it goes from $450 to $900.
Oh, that's stupid.
I mean, I'm sure that people will still buy it, but I mean, because you got people who stand in line and buy shoes for thousands of dollars.
And then you have
so never underestimate the power of people who have
even
money.
The expensive games. I'm like, people were making fun of Mario Kart World, the new Mario Kart's graphics. I'm like, there's gonna be millions of people fucking playing that game.
Yeah, I mean,
they don't give a fuck about the graphics. Like, everyone's so fucking worried about graphics nowadays.
Here's the thing is,
like, it's all graphics.
Here's the thing is, I wouldn't buy it at $900, but it would still sell at $900 because you can't
very second, like when it came to console game sales, like the first Switch.
Yeah, that's
like,
the thing.
Compared to PlayStation, of course, beat them out, but like fucking Yeah, it's like not the PlayStation 5 was twice as powerful as the fucking Switch, like even more than that. And people still went to the Switch to play video games and buy those subpar graphic games.
Yeah, the thing about
because the games were fun. I mean,
you never underestimate the power of people with money because it doesn't matter if this thing's $1,000. People are going to buy it; it'll still sell.
But don't talk to me about graphics. That's not why you get a Switch. You're playing it for the Nintendo games, really.
Correct. Because you can't play them on anything else, unlike Xbox.
God. Xbox. All right, Grant. You ready for our special guest?
Is he here?
Yeah. I mean, I can get him real quick. He's waiting in the lobby.
Oh, he's waiting in the lobby? Okay.
Yeah.
Your bedroom?
No, my lobby, dude.
Okay.
This is my office. I'm in my office right now.
Okay.
The DMG Gaming Podcast office.
No, you're at headquarters. Oh. You're at HQ.
Yeah, our HQ, which is
closet.
How
come I've never been there?
Only special invitation, buddy.
Okay, I got you.
Only VIP comes in.
I understand. I understand. Cam Baker must be more important than me.
Yeah.
Him and Mr. Billups.
Well, you were ready to meet him?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, all right. I'm gonna go get him real quick.
All right, go get him.
I'll be back in a little bit. All right.
Go ahead. You go do that. You be right back. I have to get my questions ready. Because I got to interview this guy. Because apparently he's got a lot. He's been running his mouth, and so now we have to. He actually came at us, and he wanted to sit down and talk to us. He actually reached out to me and said, "I want to be on your guys' podcast because we have a lot to say. You guys talk a lot of bad stuff about Ubisoft, and I want to basically have their back. Well, can we have a debate?" Well, we're going to see. I got some questions lined up. Hopefully this guy has some answers for me. And we're just going to have a normal debate, or a normal-ish debate, I should say. So we're going to see how this goes. I believe that it'll be pretty decent. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. He came at us pretty hard on Twitter. He was very mad. He was very upset at us because of the things that we said about Assassin's Creed and all these other things. So we're just gonna have a normal conversation. I'll try not to make fun of him this time. So hopefully I don't get bodied like I did by Mr. Billups last time. So this is the Ubisoft Shill. He calls himself. He is the number one. He calls himself the number one Ubisoft defender. Oh man, I didn't know who is this. Cam? Is that you? Uh-oh.
What's up, dude?
What's up? Hey.
What's up?
Dude, I didn't know. Oh, the goat. So I didn't know you talk like that. Because when you type, you don't type like that.
Bro, like I'm from California, dude.
Oh, okay.
We want to talk about the Oobs today. You know what the Oobs is?
Is that?
It's Ubisoft, bro.
Oh, man. Okay.
The goat.
Who? Oh, man. Okay. You kind of look like Dr. Disrespect's brother.
Listen, my name's Cam Baker, bro.
Okay. All right. Do you
the local Ubisoft Shill?
Yeah. So, are you the guy that was in our DMs who was talking shit?
No, bro. I'm just here to talk about Ubisoft, bro.
Okay. So here's the thing.
3 million players, bruh. 3 million players, bruh. The goat, the Oobs, baby.
Let me ask you.
Let
me ask you some personal questions real quick before we get started, because I want to make sure that I respect your pronouns. What are your pronouns, by the way?
It's they them, dog. They them all the way, baby. California straight up, dog.
Okay, I've never met a guy that
Ubisoft, baby. 3 million players.
Nope. I've never met a California guy with a lisp before, so we're going to see how this goes.
Yeah, like
you need to tuck that tongue in because it's getting in your way of your teeth.
Bruh, let me show you how much Ubisoft, like Assassin's Creed Shadows, bro. They fucking made so much money, bro. They made so much money for the oobs.
Okay.
Oobs. You ready for them stock prices, baby?
Yes. I actually do want to start with the stock prices. Can we look at the stock prices? Because apparently, I heard you had a lot of money invested in.
Well, go ahead and pull them up, dude. Go ahead and pull them up.
Let me look at them real quick.
I used to start with what?
It looks like it's. I don't know if this is in yen.
Nah, bro. Assassin's Creed Shadows, 3 million players, dog. They made a lot of money, bro. Sales were off the charts.
Let me make sure this is in U.S. dollars. It is.
Bruh.
The way it looks. I thought it was in Mexican peso or Colombian peso. I heard you had hundreds of thousands of shares that you bought at $20 a piece because you come from a lot of money. And now it's worth $1.98. So you're essentially broke. Do you know that?
What?
You have no money. You're poor.
What?
You and the guy in San Francisco are going to be camping outside, but you're going to be broke, and he's just camping out for the Switch too.
Nah, bro. Like Assassin's Creed Shadows did. I mean, 3 million players. We made a lot of money, bro. Like the sales, bro.
Well, hold on. I can't get
this charts, bro.
Your hair, man. Your hair is a mixture between Dr. Disrespect and Blanche from the Golden Girls. Like you kind of got like this perm thing going. It's tripping me out. I'm sorry. But I'm gonna get to some hard. I got some questions for you. Yeah, I mean, you got golden California locks. I see it. It's kind of mullet. It's like a mullet. You're the goat. You're the goat.
The oobs, bruh.
Okay, I have some questions for you. Okay, do you mind if I ask you a couple of questions?
Sure, bro. Nothing to hide here, bro. Just fucking straight up Ubisoft, dude. I mean, the best company in the world, bro.
Okay.
Assassin's Creed Shadows, amazing game.
Okay, here's the thing is. So let's start from the top. Do you think Ubisoft listens to its fans anymore?
Of course it does, bro. They're like the best managers in the world work at Ubisoft, bro. You got the 𝐿𝐴𝐼𝐸 bros. The 𝐿𝐴𝐼𝐸 bros are like awesome, dude. They like run the company and manage it like they're the best company in the world, dude. I mean, you cannot argue with me on that.
Well, I can actually, because 5 years ago when they actually did listen to them, their stock was $20, and now today it's $1.98. So apparently they're not listening. Apparently they're not listening to anybody.
I don't believe you, bro.
Well, you're looking at it.
What?
You need to take off your California glasses, and your eyes aren't crossed into those glasses, are they?
I didn't see those stock prices, bro.
I think you have cockeyed under those sunglasses.
No, bro, not me, bro.
Well, okay. Well,
go.
Okay. Well, you're losing money. You're poor. I forgot. I have to be sensitive to you because you're no longer poor. Let me ask you a question. So a lot of people now say that Ubisoft is like McDonald's of game development. They're fast, cheap, and familiar with no passion. Do you believe that? Do you think it's fair or unfair?
Huh?
I'm sorry. I think I used too big of words for you. This is obviously not the same guy that was in my DMs.
What did you say, bro?
Did you use ChatGPT to ask questions to me in the DMs?
Nah, bro. I don't know what ChatGPT is, bro.
Okay. All right. Let's break this down. Okay. I got to talk to you on your level. What kind of weed is Ubisoft like?
What? What are you talking about, bruh?
All right, so
the ganja, bruh.
Mr.
3 million players, bruh. 3 million players, bruh. Record shattered, bruh.
Mr. Baker's been hitting the bong.
It beat Valhalla, bruh. Assassin's Creed Shadows, fucking 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐫𝐿, bruh.
Hey, so let me ask you a question. Do you remember when Ubisoft skipped to E3 and Tokyo Game Show and then fumbled their way forward? Does anybody even care about communicating anymore?
What? Yeah, bro. Like the managers communicate with the staff. That's why their company, man, they take care of the employees, bro.
Well, let me ask you a question. You seem to like do you work at Ubisoft?
No.
Do you sell weed to somebody at Ubisoft, don't you? That's what it is.
I can't confirm that, bruh.
So you do work at Ubisoft. You're the local weed dealer. That's
Bro,
what it is.
listen, bro. Let me break it down to you. Ubisoft, when they made Assassin's Creed Shadows, bro,
Uh-huh.
they used some of the best historians in the world, bro.
Oh, yeah. A
Some
white
of the
guy.
best historians in the world to confirm all their Japanese history, bro.
Dude, so let me ask you a question.
What?
The white guy, I can't even think of his name because he's a white guy talking about being a Japanese historian.
Thomas Lockley, bruh.
Do you know him?
Goated, bruh.
Do you
He's
know him?
goated, bruh.
Have you ever met Mr. Lockley?
No, but I heard he's like the next messiah, dude, when it comes to history, dog.
Oh, so he's
yeah,
like Jesus.
bro. 3 million players, bruh.
So he's the Jesus Christ of Japanese culture? Is that what you're saying?
That's what I heard through the rumor mill, bro.
Okay. So let me ask you a question. How far are you, how much have you played of Assassin's Creed?
What?
Assassin's Creed Shadows. How far are you in that game? Do you even have a house? I'm starting to think you don't even live anywhere. I'm starting to think you have no home, no electricity, or anything whatsoever. And you obviously don't have a stylist. So,
bro.
Come on, we gotta get back on topic here. You need to act professional if you're going to talk to me, Mr. Baker.
Listen, bro.
What is your address? Do you even have an address?
Bro, I live in a box outside the Ubisoft headquarters, bro.
Okay, now it all makes sense. So you're still in Wi-Fi. Do you even have a phone? What kind of phone do you have? I bet you have an old Nokia. You look like you have a Nokia.
What? What are you talking about, bro?
Do you have any other game besides Snake on your phone?
I own a Razor phone, bro. It's all about that flip technology, bro.
Okay, so you are. What year are you from? 2006?
Huh?
Okay.
What?
Oh, okay. So now I'm talking to a homeless surfer. So here we go.
Bro, have you seen the Assassin's Creed Shadows gameplay, bro?
Okay.
Have you seen the gameplay, bro?
You were talking about a lot of stuff about how Ubisoft is the greatest company in the world, right? So listen to me. So back in 2020, Mr. 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐫𝐞 came out and he said there is no place for toxicity at Ubisoft.
Exactly, bro.
Meanwhile, hold on. Internal reports said that many abusers were quietly reassigned instead of fired. Why do you think that is?
What? There's no way, bro. Best managers in the business, bro. You cannot stop the Oobs, bro. The Oobs are the goated the gaming company in the world, bro.
Well, I just looked at your portfolio and you're broke. And
what?
And apparently they came and repossessed your house 2 months ago. So you've had that shirt on for 3 days. Are you okay, sir?
Nah, bro. Bro. I mean, like, I go to the laundromat, bro.
Where do you take a shower at? That's what we need to know.
I take a shower at the Ubisoft headquarters, bro, because I'm the GOAT. I'm the Ubisoft Shill, bro.
So they just let you in? They just let you walk in with that chain on?
Yeah, bro.
Did they ever call you Dr. Disrespect? Because that's exactly what... I mean, did they ever say that?
Bro. Nah, bro. Dr. Disrespect, bro.
You were definitely like...
Bro.
Like if Dr. Disrespect was Ryu, you would definitely be the Ken version of Dr. Disrespect.
Bruh. Hey, I'm sick and tired of freaking talking about this stuff, dude. Okay? I want to show you some immaculate gameplay, which is revolutionary.
Is what?
It's revolutionary.
It sounds like you're like you haven't had anything to drink in 2 days.
Revolutionary. It's revolutionary, bruh.
How much PCP have you done?
None, bruh.
You sure?
None, yeah.
Okay.
Nah, bruh. You ready for that beautiful game footage, bro?
Show me some good. Let me see what you're talking about.
Witness the most epic gaming footage ever displayed in a video game, dude. Do you understand that?
What year is this game from?
It's from Assassin's Creed Shadows, bro.
Okay.
Check this parkour out, bruh. You want to check? I mean, it's revolutionary, bruh.
All right, let me see.
Revolutionary, bruh. Oh my God, bruh.
He's having a stroke, so somebody might have to call 911 to get him some help. Don't swallow your tongue.
You saw that parkour, bruh.
Don't swallow your tongue. Put something in your mouth so you don't swallow your tongue.
Bro, you never seen game footage like this before in your life. It's revolutionary, bro.
This is like Breath of the Wild. How he jumps around.
Revolutionary, bro.
So this is like every other Assassin's Creed. You do this in every one, though.
Watch this, bro. Look at this jump.
I've seen this I've literally seen this in every Assassin's Creed. I've seen this in every Assassin's Creed.
Bro.
You know, this looks like the same game that they've made for the last 10 years.
Bro.
Do you agree this looks like Valhalla? Do you agree it looks like Odyssey? It looks like the same game.
What?
It looks exactly like the same game.
No, bro. I told you, everyone, all the early reviewers, bro, revolutionary gameplay. Revolutionary, bro.
So who do you know anybody at GameSpot?
Yeah, bro. I go to GameSpot all the time, bro.
Sir, you're homeless. You need to sell that chain. I need you to sell that chain to get you some housing. I feel bad for you, actually.
Rock and roll, dude. Rock and roll, bro.
How old are you?
I'm 52, bro. Bro.
52.
52, bro.
I could tell with that haircut. I was kind of hoping.
Bro, you did you not see the gameplay, bro? Are you not going to comment on that gameplay?
Man, I did. It looks like every other Assassin's Creed.
Comment on the gameplay, bro.
Can we go back to?
Bro? Comment on the gameplay, bro.
I need a comment on your portfolio,
bro,
because you have seemed to put a lot.
Bro. Comment on the gameplay, bro.
You seem to have put a lot of your life into Ubisoft. Do you blame the 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐫𝐷 brothers for their failures, and by hand in hand your failures?
Bro, I mean, the 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐫𝐷 brothers will always be the present, the past, and the future of Oobs, bro.
Okay.
The Oobs is going to be always owned by the 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐫𝐷 brothers.
I don't
They're
think
never
so.
going to make bad deals, bro.
Well,
never.
You do know that they're being bought out by Tencent, right?
What?
You know Tencent, the Asian company, the Chinese company that's coming in.
There's no way, bro. 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐫𝐷 brothers, they're awesome, bro. They've never sell a company, bro.
Have you ever talked to the 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐫𝐷 brothers?
No.
Do they even let you in their office?
Nah, bro.
I feel like they have a restraining order against you. Is that true?
What?
Does anybody at Ubisoft have a restraining order against you?
Nah, bruh. The Oobs loves me, bruh.
I feel like even the security guards would have a restraining order against you.
They loves me, bruh.
When's the last time you took a shower?
What? Anyway, bruh, like 3 million players, revolutionary gameplay. You never seen gameplay like that in your life, bro.
I have, actually, and I've seen it for the last 10 years.
The company has the greatest managers in the world, bro. No layoffs on anything, bro.
Oh, no. They've had lots of layoffs. They've actually shut down the 𝐿ARINGTON studios. Why is that, you think? Why did they shut down the studio in England? Can you comment on that?
I don't know what you're talking about, bruh. You can't be talking about the best company in the world like that, bruh.
So, like last month, the 𝐿ARINGTON studios was shut down in England, and they're donezo. They're donezo.
What? What?
You sound like a drunk pigeon.
Nah, bruh. The 𝐬𝐫𝐸, dude. The 𝐬𝐵𝐸. The 𝐬𝐵𝐸 is the best company in the world. 3 million players on Assassin's Creed Shadows, bruh.
So is it true that you bought
And like money, just money, dog. Like big sales, bruh. On Assassin's Creed Shadows.
They did make a lot of money off you. Yes, they did take your money. Let me ask you this though. Is it true that you bought 7 copies of Assassin's Creed Shadows?
What?
I'm sorry, you fell asleep. I'm sorry. It's like you had a stroke. You fell asleep on.
What? Nah, bruh. I was just thinking about the Assassin's Creed Shadows gameplay, dog. I just almost had a stroke thinking about it, bruh.
Well, what are you playing on? You don't even have a house. You've lost everything.
Bro, I play at the local Walmart, bro. They have the
still have those. They still have the setup?
They have the PS5 like setup, bro. And they had Assassin's Creed Shadows on display, and I played it for like an hour and a half.
Come on, Mr. Shill.
Had to kick this little kid off the game system.
Mr. Baker, now you're lying to us. You don't have to lie to us.
I'm not lying, bro. Look at me.
I can't see your eye. I can't see your eyes. So they're probably closed and asleep. You're probably asleep,
me, bro.
I would rather not. So you've claimed to be playing Assassin's Creed at the local Walmart. Do they still have Blockbuster where you're at? What year are you from? What year do you think it is? I'm sorry. Let's ask that question.
Bro, I was born when Ubisoft was born, bro.
Okay, but what year is it now? Uh-oh, he's falling out of his chair. Somebody help him. Oh,
sorry, bro. Back. I was thinking about the gameplay again.
What
I was born in the 80s, bro. Rocking 80s.
And you're still there, apparently.
Yeah, dude.
Motley Crue, right, bruh?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So what year do you think it is now? Because it's like 2004 where you're at. Uh-oh.
What?
Oh, he's back. He was thinking about the gameplay again.
What? Yeah, dude, gameplay, bro. Let me tell you about the gameplay. You just said the gameplay was awesome, right? Yeah.
Tell
me
the
gameplay, dude. The gameplay. I mean, did you see him ride that horse, bro?
Tell me about those 3 million players again. I'd like to hear more about that.
3 million players, bro.
Is that how many they sold?
3 million? No, bro.
How many they sold?
That's amazing, isn't it? 3 million? 3 million, bro.
How many? How many did they?
3 million. 3 million.
How many did they sell?
3 million.
How many did they sell?
Oh, who cares, bro? Who cares, bro?
Well, you're always at the office.
That doesn't matter, bro. Sales don't matter, bro.
So last time you were in the office, when was the last time you were in the office at Ubisoft?
What?
He's thinking about the gameplay again. Come back. We're not talking about the gameplay anymore. I need to ask. I'm asking the hard-hitting questions here. You got to stay on topic here, Mr. Baker, because it seems like you keep dozing in and out. Did you take PCP?
Bad, bro. What's the question, bro?
How much weed did you smoke before you came here to this podcast?
I don't know, bro. I don't know. I was just in ecstasy after playing Assassin's Creed Shadows.
You're on ecstasy.
Walmart. Yeah. Well, I mean, after playing Assassin's Creed Shadows, it's like totally ecstasy, bro. Did you see the gameplay? You see that parkour, bro?
I feel like you get beat up a lot.
You see that parkour, bro?
I feel like you get beat up.
Did you see that parkour, bro?
Do you get beat up a lot?
Nah, bruh. I did have to have surgically implant this mullet on my head, bruh. But,
let me ask you a question. He's thinking about the gameplay again.
Oh, shit. I'm back, bruh.
Do you chase pigeons in the park?
Dude, yeah, pigeons are like awesome, dude.
Are they your only friends?
Awesome as the 𝐬𝐵𝐸𝐸.
Are they your only friends?
They're just awesome as the 𝐬𝐵𝐸𝐸, dude. Pigeons and the 𝐬𝐵𝐸𝐸 go hand in hand, bruh.
So last time you were at the Ubisoft office was when?
Like 2 days ago, bruh.
What were you doing?
Box outside. I was sitting and went to sleep. I got a permanent parking spot, bruh. They gave the Ubisoft Shill, bro. They gave him a park spot.
So they gave you a parking spot, or you just kind of just took over and just laid there, and they had no choice. They had no choice, but they couldn't remove you.
What? Nah, bruh. The Oobs knows the Ubisoft Shill, bruh.
So
number one fan, bruh. The goat, bruh. I'm goated, bruh. You see this? Goated.
That looks like a very expensive chain.
I did not buy this from Amazon, bruh.
No, I believe that, because I don't think with your stock portfolio, I don't think you can buy anything. I don't even think you can buy food for thought, honestly.
Nah, bruh. The Oobs takes care of the Ubisoft Shield, bruh.
What's the last thing they had done for you? Tell me about that. You seem to be very goated with them. What have they? He's fallen asleep. His poverty has gotten the best of him.
What's up, bruh? Sorry, I was dreaming of the gameplay, bruh. The fucking God. Have you seen they ride the horse, bruh, in the woods in Assassin's Creed Shadows, bruh? I
want to ask you this. You have to stay on focus and not pass out on me, okay? So so news came out that they sent a letter saying that there's going to be probably a lot of layoffs at Ubisoft's office. What's the feeling like in the office? How are people feeling? Are they feeling great?
It's all high morale, dude. High morale, bro. They're so secure with their jobs, bro. Nothing's going to happen to their jobs.
Are they playing lots of hacky sack?
The DEI isn't full effect, big dog.
Do you think the DEI is working?
Dude. Yeah, dude. DEI, they, them. Me. Look at me. They, them, baby. I got pronouns in my bio, bruh.
You do have pronouns in your bio.
Palestinian, baby. Palestinian flag, baby. Yeah, dude.
And I heard now you're standing with China. Is that correct?
What?
Because of the tariffs?
What?
Yeah, you're on
bro.
Team China. Are you? Did you vote for Donald Trump?
Nah, bro. Kamala all the way, dude. Kamala, man.
What did you like about Kamala Harris?
I don't know, bro. She was just cool, bro.
I thought you had to have a place of residency to vote.
Mail-in ballot, bro.
Oh. Do you have a valid ID?
Yeah, bro. Valid ID, bro.
Do you have
Oobs?
Do you have
Oobs is my ID, bro.
Do you have a vehicle?
Nah, bruh. I just walk everywhere, bro. I walk around Ubisoft headquarters, bruh.
Is that how you get your exercise?
Yeah, bro.
What's wrong with your tongue? You have like a cow tongue.
What?
Your tongue is like a cow tongue. It's like when a cow looks tired.
Bro. Do you see that gameplay, bruh?
Enough about the fucking gameplay. The gameplay's terrible. It looks the same like every other Assassin's Creed. Bro.
Do you see that gameplay, bro?
No, I did not. I don't care about the gameplay anymore. I hate the fucking game. I hate Ubisoft. Ubisoft is garbage.
Bro. Do you see that parkour, bro?
No, I did not. Parkour is fucking...
It's revolutionary.
It's what?
It's revolutionary. Revolutionary, bro. Oh, bro, I think Ed's coming back, bro.
Yeah, I think it's time for you to get out of here because you need to go. I heard it's about to rain and your house is about to get rained on. He's the GOAT. He's the greatest of all time. Uh-oh. He's falling asleep on the mic again. Hello?
Bro. Bro.
Hey, I do want to ask you, where did you get that chain? Did Claremont Brothers give you that chain?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, totally. Yeah.
And what did they call you? They said, thank you for shilling for us for all these years?
They were like, bro, we might be going out of business, but we love you, bro. That's what they said. I was like, what? You ain't going out of business, bro.
Did you
3 million sales, bro? I mean, you can't go out of business with 3 million sales, bro.
I just wanted to know that you. I read about you. I did my homework on you, and it said that you bought 100,000 shares at $20 years ago when you used to have money. Are you aware that it's $1.98? So essentially, you've lost all your money. You're poor. Like, you do know that. I'm telling you that you're broke. You have no money, sir.
What?
Like, your house has been foreclosed. Your wife has left you, and you have no money.
What?
You have no money. You're fucking poor.
Revolution, bro. Gameplay.
So when you sleep, do you think when you dream, do you have dreams of 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐫𝐞?
Parkour, bro. 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐫𝐞, best samurai ever in the world, bro. History wrote it. Thomas Lockley, the Saint Thomas Lockley.
The Saint Thomas.
The Saint Thomas Lockley
Can
said
you name,
𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐫𝐞 is the legendary samurai, bro.
Can you name any other samurais besides 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐫𝐞?
It's 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐫𝐞.
And so you can't say Samurai Showdown because that doesn't count. Okay, all right, guy. He's falling asleep again.
Oh, my bad, bro.
You're like the Tin Man looking for the oil can.
𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐫𝐞 all the way, dude. Legendary samurai, dude. Legendary samurai, bro.
Well, it doesn't look like we got anywhere today. So I'm sure you'll still be in my DMs saying the 𝐬𝐮𝐲 is the best,
Ed's
right?
coming back, bro. He's got to come back, and I got to go back to my box, dude.
How are you going to get there?
3 million players, bro. See you,
We
bro.
know- We know you can't.
3 million players, bro. Hey,
How-
hey, bro. Hey, bro. The gameplay, bro.
Oh, God.
Revolutionary, bro.
I hate you and Ubisoft.
It's revolutionary.
Can you please take
It's revolutionary, bro.
take your mullet and get out of here, please?
Gameplay.
God, I didn't think that would ever end. All right, well, we feel bad for that guy. We don't know what happened to him, but apparently, judging by his stock prices, he's going to be living outside of the Ubisoft office for a while. So I'll wait for Ed to come back. We'll tell him not to invite that guy back because that guy's a little unhinged. I don't know what's wrong with that guy. He's got to do a better job vetting these people before he lets them in the office. So we're going to see. Oh, man. We need Mr. Billups back. Mr. Billups, at least he had some knowledge. And he didn't fall asleep on us. So I'm sure we'll have another guest next week, so we'll see how that goes. We'll see see what kind of person he invites next time, because he's 0 for 2 so far. You're 0 for 2.
What's up, dude?
Did you see that guy?
Who?
Did you talk to that man? Did you vet this guy before he came in here?
No, man, he sent me a message on X.
But he didn't. Did he talk to you like that on X?
No, he just said something about the 𝐬𝐵s and being the Ubisoft Shill and something.
Yeah, well, let's not invite that guy back. That guy's very unhinged.
You think so? I never talked to him.
Well, he doesn't have a house, so he's poor. He's lost all his money because all of his Ubisoft shares have gone down to nothing.
Oh, yeah?
He bought in at $20. He had 100,000 shares at $20 a piece, and now they're worth $2. So he's poor.
Yeah, I mean, that's common sense. I mean, the game didn't sell well. So what are we talking about?
Well,
Did he
according
have, like, a rebuttal?
to this guy, it's the greatest game ever created. All I heard him was,
Oh, he's one of those guys.
so he just kept saying 3 million players, and then
He must have talked about the gameplay, didn't he?
he did, and he kept talking about the parkour, and nobody gives a fuck about the parkour. And also,
well, you remember those early reviews, dude? You know, they were showing like the parkour, and
Yeah.
everyone's like, you know, it's amazing, like it's never been done before. You remember the video they showed of the horse riding through the forest, and they were like, "Oh my god!" The guy who was doing the early review,
yeah,
he said it looks beautiful, and it's nothing like it.
yeah. Well, you might want to before. This is what I would do before. If you won't take my advice, before you go to bed, I would check your property because he might have circled back around and he might be living outside in your backyard somewhere. So you might want to make sure.
I'll check it. Don't worry about it. I'll
Make
take care of
sure.
it. I'll take care of him.
But if he is, just throw him one of your old Ubisoft games and he'll snuggle up with it like a teddy bear.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know. He was really big on Assassin's Creed Shadows, dude. I only have
He
that
bought
on
7
digital.
copies. 7 copies.
7, Jesus.
He bought 7 copies and he can't even play it because he doesn't even have a house.
All right, ready to move on, dude? We'll
Yeah.
see if maybe Cam Baker come back. I don't know if we want him to come back, really. I mean, why would we
Well-
want that guy to come back?
We'll have to see. I'm sure next week we'll have another guest.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We'll see. All right.
I might have to vet him this time and see who it is. I might have to. Mr. Billups was fine. Kind of dropped the ball on Cam Baker. He's a weirdo. He's a
He
weirdo.
is.
He's a weirdo. So next time the message comes in, your boy's got it. Your boy's got to take. He's got to look at it and see.
Okay. All right.
There is the Ubisoft Shill again. What did he say?
No, I thought it was coming back.
He has to validate parking. We don't do that.
I'm about to go get my 9mm over here.
We don't validate parking in the South,
Give
sir.
me a good welcoming. All right. Grant, let's move on. We already kind of talked about the tariff overreaction. We were going to do Disgruntled Gamer Rant, but we kind of already talked about it. Or do you want to kind of go more into it?
I mean,
we kind of already talked about it, I would say.
𝐟𝐸𝐫𝐿 said it's revolutionary. That guy kept saying that over and over.
Revolutionary? You talking about... Oh, was he talking about the gameplay again?
Yeah, he was. He kept saying
revolutionary. Thing. He was just kidding.
Yeah, he sounded like... Yeah.
You sent me like the little snapshots of the fucking horse and the parkour. I was like, dude,
he was
in the last Assassin's Creed.
Do you remember of Mice and Men?
Yeah.
You know the big one? That's who he talked. That's how it reminded me of.
Oh, damn.
He was like that with a mullet.
Oh, yeah, he does have a mullet, doesn't he?
He does have a mullet.
Yeah. He had that surgically implanted.
Why?
I don't know. I guess he lost all.
So instead of like getting hair implants, he got a mullet implant.
Yeah, probably.
Probably got it done in Ukraine. This is probably before he lost all his money.
Let's do this real quick. So we'll go ahead and do the tariff over. We might be double tapping here, but let's do it anyway. So let's talk about the tariff overreaction. And is it an overreaction? We'll give our thoughts here in a minute. All right, so let me go to this. Go to our snapshot. All right, so this episode's Disgruntled Gamer Rant is the tariff overreaction.
Oh, man, yeah.
So as everyone's aware, China has a 125% or something like that?
Yeah, it keeps going. I don't know what it's up to now.
We countered with a 125% too. Or 140%, I think. I can't remember. Anyway,
it doesn't matter. It changes day to day.
It's in the range, right?
It'll be 200% next week.
Yeah. And, before that, Trump also threw all those tariffs big time. Like, he increased almost every country's tariff to try to get some type of deal. Eventually, he did get word from other countries, and he decided to flatline that to just 10% across the board for some countries, not all, and then raise China's. I guess he's trying to get more manufacturing jobs back here and kind of hold China, I would say more, put the spotlight on China due to the fact of all their currency manipulation, their unfair trading ever since entering the World Trade Organization, and all that stuff. All right, so he's trying to kind of put China on the spotlight right here, and either get a deal with them or push more manufacturing jobs back in the U.S. and maybe get more companies doing deals in the future with other companies out of different countries to build plants back in the United States. And it will force more, I would say, warehouses and other stuff to try to get built. I think that's the plan. Anyway,
yeah.
I'm not an economist. I'm not going to sit here and say I know anything much about it because I really don't. But I that's kind of what I understand it currently. But anyway, so over these tariffs, which majority, 99% of people that you see on Twitter that talk about this stuff either have Googled or pretend like they know about the economy and macroeconomics when they really don't. So they'll try to sound smart on social media just because of their hate for President Trump, which you see consistently.
Oh yeah.
And for some reason, I guess the inflation just didn't matter these past 4 years. They didn't hold the last president accountable. Funny how that works, right?
Oh yeah.
Because he's from a certain political party, even though he's pretty much a skeleton of a president. So they didn't hold him accountable. But for some reason, when Trump, the stock market takes a dip, it's all hell's about to break loose, right? Everything's we're about to go into the greatest recession we ever had. We just kind of went through that, including a huge inflation boost after the election of Biden. So the question is, Grant, tariff overreaction. Do you think people overreact into the tariffs?
Yeah.
Online.
I think so, because I think before any of it takes effect, it's all going to get worked out.
We've been through this before.
Yeah. China's going to come to the table. Because here's the thing is what they don't understand is they're raising prices on their own people, and their own people are only going to take so much. I mean, there are already a lot of them, or majority of them are poor. I mean, it's just statistics, you know. If they raise taxes on, I mean, if we raise tariffs on them and then they raise tariffs on us, well, they're raising tariffs on their own people for our products that come in. Well, they already can't afford them because they're already high to begin with.
Well, the thing about this is the biggest thing about this is, as everyone's aware, this isn't like something that I'm pulling out of my ass, but common sense that everyone should know that the American consumer is really what makes the world's economy go round and round.
It's true,
and including and big time on China's part. All right, when we buy Chinese, I would say items and stuff like that, because a lot of things are, of course, made in China, including parts for your laptop, car parts, and all types of stuff.
Yeah, because what they don't understand is yes, they could sell to other countries, but the other countries don't have as many people who are going to be willing to accept everything. You know what I mean? Like, there's not enough people to make up for the amount of people that we have.
Yeah, and I think there's a statistic that's out there that's like America is like, well, the American economy is like almost 30% of the world's economy.
Yeah,
ourselves, a number around there, right? And with the long period, even before China entered the World Trade Organization, for so long, well, actually, when they entered back in early 2000 or in 2000, you had all leaders, including Chuck Schumer and a lot of Democrat leaders back then, calling for accountability or calling China out, right? They were trying to hold China accountable for the unfair trade practices. This was actually a common thing for many people on both sides. It was like, China's being unfair, but something happened. I would say in the last, the last 20 years is no one's really talking about the unfair trade practices and currency manipulation. Besides, of course, some people, like the current president, that they've done since entering the World Trade Organization. Not many people talk about it. Not even hardly any Democrats talk about it. College-educated people don't talk about it. I see a lot of economists on the news. Hardly ever talking about it either. So I'm just like, why? And then I look back, if you do some studies on the influence of China over the last few years, especially the amount of money they spent inside colleges, United States campuses or universities and stuff like that. They've thrown a lot of money in the United States, but they've thrown a lot of money around in our institutions that are part of the development of our citizens, right? Mm-hmm. I'm just like, this isn't a conspiracy theory. You can fucking Google it. So I kind of come to the conclusion, like, well, what have they done with politics?
Yeah.
Bitcoin came around. I was like, well, Bitcoin's kind of hard to trace. I mean, it's traceable because it depend on the wallet transaction. You can see large amount of Bitcoin being transferred and stuff like that, but you can't see increment. You don't pay attention to increments, like small Bitcoin transactions, really.
Yeah.
You can see them if you go to what's that? You can see the transactions. Every
Coinbase, all that stuff.
Yeah, and you can see wallet addresses. You can see the wallet of where it's coming in and out of from. All those little tiny transactions. Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking if China wanted to really disrupt us, why wouldn't they go after our politicians and corrupt them?
Well, if they really want to disrupt us, they could just sell all their bonds that they have, and that would really fuck up our economy. But they know that they don't want to do that.
Amount of land China owns, farmland, that they own in the United States. Like, how did that happen? So the CCP owns that land.
Yeah, and what's crazy is they're like, oh, well, they could just sell the bonds. They're not going to do that.
And how did we end up, having some of these military items become Chinese so we have some military gear that's manufactured in China also. Yeah. Do you know that?
I didn't know that.
And I'm thinking, like, how I'm thinking like basic level fucking security here. as a prior, as a Marine,
Mm-hmm.
why would our politicians allow that to happen?
Correct.
And why would they be against holding China accountable or not speaking up on it and agreeing with Trump on certain things?
Were
I
any of
mean,
the
they can
weapons made
argue
in
the
China?
tariffs all they want to, but holding China accountable with the currency manipulation, the unfair trade practices, ever since entering the World Trade Organization. And why would China not really give a shit about ESG and clean energy and like employee benefits and like their workforce and care about, the World Health Organization, all that crap,
Mm-hmm.
even though they invest a lot of money into it, but there's a reason why they do. They don't care about it, but they spend a lot of money in other countries, like pushing it.
Yeah.
So why would they do that? Well, the reason is because they want to make it almost next to impossible or really hard to open up, I guess, manufacturing in your country, especially in the United States, as of, a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
Putting all that money into making it harder and harder, even maybe giving money to politicians and making it harder for people to do manufacturing in the United States.
If you think these politicians' pockets aren't being greased, you're insane.
It's not a conspiracy. I mean,
No, that's not.
It's so obvious.
If you dig hard enough, you're going to find
But you
it.
see it. You see you see it. Like there's no reason that there is absolutely no reason why our politicians should not be talking about China right now.
Well, you can also tell who's doing what by the way that they vote. Things that they should vote for, they vote against, or vice versa.
Like this should be the number one issue right now in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
It's China, the CCP. I mean this is the number one issue, but there's only certain people talking about it, and when I see that, I'm very concerned. You think, that they aren't pushing money into local politics, voting?
Oh yeah, dude.
I guarantee 100% they are.
Yep.
And we already obviously know they're going after our universities, our teaching, pushing this socialism that these fucking professors love. Let me get something straight. Foreign-born governments are bad.
Oh yeah.
There's a reason why America rose so quickly. And that's because we're a constitutional republic. We're the first of its kind. We're the first country to be that. And that leads to innovation, that leads to freedom of thought. It opens up the freedom of the individual, right? And China doesn't have that. Hence why they have to steal all of our shit and reverse engineer it. I mean, they steal almost everything, and they reverse engineer it, and they still do today. Would
you say it's revolutionary?
Revolutionary. Oh, yeah. Where do you get that word from?
I've heard it a lot today.
Okay.
Trust me.
But anyway, so you have China, and then you talk about these European leaders. They're not fucking on board with this either. So I'm like, man, what's fucking going on here? And then you have the World Trade Organization trying to pump some money into that, or not the World Trade, but the World Health Organization. China pretty much puts a lot of money into that fucking place and or organization. And then but it's just like it has to stop. We have to hold them accountable. We need these. I mean, listen, I like free trade, all that bullshit. I like it, but China doesn't believe in free trade. All right. They're not a free economy. They aren't. They're they're far from it. And every time I see these motherfuckers post a thing like, look at this technology in China where you can take your palm and pay for stuff. I'm like, all right, first off, they own their citizens.
Oh yeah.
They own you with that type of technology. Like your bioscan in a fucking convenience store to pay for something, they fucking own you.
Oh yeah.
And of course, they got the social credit craps too. That's another fucking thing. But the free will is not something China pushes. So I think everyone should agree with that. That's a bad thing. And I know 𝐼ShowSpeed went over to China. Oh, fucking wow! Look at China. You know, I mean, listen, I think 𝐿𝐻𝐫𝐞's fucking awesome, but
Yeah.
China right now is not our friend. They are not. They do not want to be our friend. They want to take over the world. They've already been taking over a lot of ports. And people, that's another thing. Some people, Google it. I mean, they fucking run so many ports. They put so many countries in debt. Oh, I mean, they're fucking loan sharks, pretty much.
Yeah.
They run all these contracting. They head the contracting inside, like a lot of places in Africa. Like even Djibouti, they built a new naval base there, or right near us, next to our base in Djibouti. But they, it's just predatory loans and treating other countries, again, like they're subpar. I mean, economically they are, but treating people that you think many people like they're beneath yous. I mean, this is the way some of them think, and that's definitely the way the CCP thinks. So right now, China's not our friend. So the overreaction in tariffs, I would say, where's the reaction to what China is doing right now to the world economy?
It just shows that they don't understand any of it. They're just repeating what the news tells them to repeat.
Tariffs, the tariff on China is not the worst thing right now that's going on.
No, shit, no.
What's the word? Subterfuge, or the shadow tactics of what China's doing behind the scenes, and in all aspects of, I would say, economic and in our education, in our organizations, and that's when you come to think of like all Elon's stuff he's been doing. Like when I know you fucking Elon, won't go fucking light a Tesla on fire, scratch it up. You're doing that because someone told you that Elon is Hitler. And it's not your free thought. You're doing it because someone fucking told you to. And you really think he's Hitler. So you've been brainwashed and you're a fucking sheep if you think that. But anyway, so over $150 billion they've noticed with like fraud and everything like that on like, people like Social Security going to like people that are like fucking basically dead. And even Social Security, or I think it was Social Security or something, going to like young kids. Like there's just so much fraud that's going on. And then you think of like, where was that money really going? Was that going to fund? Why are the Democrats so fucking mad that we're trying to find fraud, waste, and abuse in the federal government? Why would you be mad over that? But what they've done is portrayed Elon as Hitler. The media has too, for a reason, because they want people to try to be on their side on this, to show that Elon is Hitler.
Yeah, because that's all they got. That's because the news tells them to say that.
And they don't want to talk about all the fraud they've been finding. That'd be good. You want to find that stuff in irregular transactions, where this money is going. You want to stop that, right?
Yeah.
Because we can use that money on our economy, maybe give some back to the states, or give it back to the citizens, or do something with it. So why would that not be a bad thing? What I think is a lot of that money's been getting, we already know it's been getting fed into certain organizations to fund a lot of the shit that you see that's going around the United States right now. A lot of these nonprofits, a lot of these organizations that really have just are left arms of the Democratic Party. I really think that. And I think we're going to find out something here soonish on that.
Yeah. I think they're going to come to the table.
Sense. Like where, like some of these organizations, like where are they getting all these billions of fucking dollars? Like where? It's not people, some of it's people donating, but like some of these fucking places are getting billions of fucking dollars out of nowhere. And they're able to fund all these fucking, I would say, pre-planned protests. You see these people, these fucking signs and shit like that, and you see you see people get bussed in for this shit.
Yeah.
So something's going on. And then there was a report coming on how people are actually getting paid to protest. Some people are. And so to me, it's like, is this end of story? Tariff overreaction? Don't even worry about it. Right? People forget until COVID, hit, Trump's economy was fucking a freight train.
Oh, yeah.
People forget that. It was a freight train. And if COVID never happened, I mean, no telling how far it would have gone.
Yeah.
That last year he was in office.
The parrot said
people
China
forget
can't
about
afford
that,
to
but
not
then-
negotiate. He's right.
Yeah. And then people forget that when COVID hit, fucking states were shutting down businesses and shit like that. Small businesses took a tremendous hit during COVID.
I did. I
Some
know I
never
did.
recovered.
Yeah.
They just closed down, never recovered. But people forget, like, he had one of the strongest economies we've had in a very long time during his first term. So why do you not think it's going to happen again?
That's right.
You hate Trump? I mean, that's all you got because someone told you on either CNN or your fucking podcast to hate him.
Yeah.
You didn't come up with yourself. Someone told you to do that.
Correct.
So how about you use some free will, free thought, and come up with your own opinion based
right.
off actions, based off what's going on and what will happen these next few years.
Yep.
So I think the tariffs are not a big deal right now. I really don't. I think it's good that China's being held accountable and put it on blast.
Yep.
Because they need to be. All right. Grant. Let me close this. You ready for that top 10, buddy?
I'm ready for the top 10, man.
You good, man? You're not talking much over there.
No, you're giving a good. I thought I was got to play some. I
I thought you were going to
revolutionary music behind you.
Oh yeah, you weren't. You were thinking about Cam Baker.
No, I was thinking about Sydney Sweeney.
Oh, I thought Cam Baker had an effect on you. You
No.
miss your buddy?
Well,
I can call him back if you want me to.
I feel bad for him. I feel bad that he's he lives in a van down by the river.
All right, Grant, top 10. All right, today's top 10 is the top 10 iconic cutscenes from video games.
That's right.
Grant.
I started last time.
I'll start.
All right.
I just said I'm going to start. Hold on, buddy. All right, let me go to my top 10. All right, Grant. My number 10. Kind of low for me, but I thought it was fine. It's in The Witcher 3. Finding Ciri, the quiet emotional reunion between Geralt and Ciri. It carried a lot of weight. Like that scene, finally reuniting with Ciri was big. That cutscene was really awesome, and had a lot of emotion to it. And you feel that through the game as you're playing Geralt. You're trying to find Ciri and all that stuff, and when you finally do get that cutscene, it's like hell, fucking yeah, found her. All right, go ahead. That was my number 10.
So I got another one from this game, but number 10 is the opening scene from the original Resident Evil. The movie.
Yeah.
The movie. The real one, like the movie.
The real actors and stuff.
Yeah. Because that set the tone for the whole genre of what we experience today. I mean,
set the tone for a lot of PlayStation games after that too.
Exactly, because you never saw anything like that.
Yeah.
Ever. Was the acting good? Well, you thought it was then. If you go back and watch it now, it's pretty terrible. But they made Wesker so how he's drawn in the game is how they made him look in real life. Like it looks terrible. Like his hair is very slicked back. I'm talking about But anyway, no, but just them running through the thing, and then you hear the zombies and the dogs and them running that just was crazy.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, my number 9 is from Halo 2.
Okay.
The Master Chief's badass one-liner, giving the Covenant back their bomb. And then it leads to just a fucking straight blockbuster style fucking sequence, dude. That's why Halo 2 is one of the best out of the series. Back when, they actually gave a shit. But yeah, that's one. I think that's one of the best cutscenes ever. Go ahead.
Okay. So it's not really it's not necessarily a cut scene, but it is in a way. But it's when Chrono meets Magus in the castle.
Oh,
their first fight. He's sitting there summoning Lavos, and Chrono and crew walk up, and the only thing you hear is Frog pulling out the Masamune. You know, he's ready. You know? And then that music hits. You know, that kind of set the tone for the whole game. Like that was,
Yeah, it was really
you know,
good.
at first, I mean, for most people, you could think that. At first, I thought it was like this is the end of the game, like because you know you thought Magus was the bad, like you thought he was the bad guy, that he was the main villain, you know. So I remember when getting there, I was like, well, damn, I already got to the end of the game, you know. And then when you beat him, and he's hard, you know, the first time you play it because he's using all the level 2 magic or the higher magic.
Yeah.
But no, it's just that music, man. Magus's music is some of the best boss music in any game.
It is.
I love
He's
it.
still one of the coolest characters
He is
ever made.
Yeah.
I mean, all those characters are awesome.
Yeah.
But
Magus is cool. He's super cool.
Yeah. My next one, number 8, is, you know, this trilogy was probably one of the best trilogies ever made. But Mass Effect 2, which is the best Mass Effect ever made. I mean, they're all fucking awesome. But so in the very opening sequence, you have the Normandy. All right, so the Normandy was your spaceship in the first one, you know, and then Shepard, of course, is your main character. But Shepard's death at the opening scene was like, hold on, that's my character. The dude's fucking dead now. So who the fuck am I playing in the game? That kind of confused me at first, like when I played the game. But anyway, he really hooks you in though. I mean, he comes back, but like the Normandy's destruction was pretty big because of, you know, everyone loved that spaceship from the first one, and then the second one, then, you know, it just kind of messed up. Of course, you get all the new stuff and all that, and Shepard comes back, so it's all good. Yeah, Parrot Artist says Mass Effect 2 is goated. That's right, it is. It is goated. One of the best games ever made. All right, go ahead.
I know you don't have this one. You probably forgot about it. What number are we on? Make sure I got the right one.
8.
8. Okay. It's the Final Fantasy 8 opening sequence.
When they're on the watercraft?
No, well, it shows the beach and it's got the Latin choir playing, and it's Squall versus Cypher, and that's the first time you see the gun blades.
Yeah,
and they're just going at it.
Yeah, it was good.
It was tight. It was tight.
Yeah. All right, Grant. Here's the next awesome one. You know, all right. So God of War, right?
Yep.
You know, you play all the games. You remember the fucking Blades of Chaos, right? You know, the fucking blades on the chain. Anyway, when you're playing through God of War and the 2018 one, you know, when they brought him back to the Norse mythology, you go through the game, you know, playing and stuff like that. Awesome. I mean, it's a fucking straight up movie, just about great scenes, you know. But you're like, man, something's missing, bruh. Something's missing in this game. And they bring the Blades of Chaos, basically Kratos reclaiming his past. That's the magnum opus of that game, I think, because it gives you the old Kratos with the Blades of Chaos. And that whole sequence of him, like, getting them, dude, is just the hair on, well, I can't say my head because I don't have any fucking hair on my head, but the hair on my back stood up. It was very chilling. It was awesome. Go ahead.
Number 7 is Devil May Cry 3, Dante versus Virgil.
Yeah, that's
the final battle.
Yeah, I was going to put that on mine, but
Twin Brothers, God tier choreography. Dude, it was good. The music was even better.
All right, great. The next one, man, I could have put this way higher. But what was that? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. All right, Red Dead Redemption 2. Arthur's final ride. You know, it's just the climax of his entire arc, of Arthur Morgan's arc, and the music and the visuals. It was just fucking perfect. Perfect. It was perfect. I would say finale for a perfect fucking game. Go ahead.
Number 6 is the Metal Gear Solid, the Psycho Mantis fight intro.
Was that 4 or What
It's Metal Gear Solid.
1? The first
Yeah.
one?
Yeah,
Oh,
Psycho
okay.
Menace.
Yeah, okay. I can't remember that. It's been a while since I played that.
Yeah, no, dude, that was great.
All right. So, number 5, Ocarina of Time, Master Sword.
Yep.
You know, drawing the blade
That's
finally.
my number 5 as
After
well.
walking by it so many fucking times, finally drawing that motherfucker is awesome. I mean, that's just like back in the day, dude. You're like, fuck yeah, I finally got the Master Sword.
Yep.
All right, but it's probably one of the biggest defining moments in gaming history. I think. Let's go ahead.
That was my number 5.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
My number 4. I had to put this on there because I really loved the first game. The Last of Us opening sequence, dude.
Okay.
Have you played The Last of Us yet?
Yeah, the first
Since
one.
they got a remaster, I would suggest playing the first one. The
Yeah.
first one is really fucking good, dude. Like the story, everything about it is fantastic. Wasn't a fan of the second one, but the first one was really good. It's pretty much like, you're just it's like small town, whatever. But like the entire sequence is just pretty much Joel's fucking world just shattering, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like losing his daughter, every fucking thing, everything just shatters, dude. And just a epic sequence. Like it's one of the best opening sequences I've ever seen in a video game.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Number, what is it, 4 or 3?
Yeah.
Yes, 4. Okay, 4.
4.
Number 4. All right. It's Resident Evil 1, right? You walk into the dining room, you hear a gunshot, and then you had to go into the other room. Barry's always like, I'm going to stay here. He always wants to stay behind. He's got the Magnum and he wants to stay behind. And you go into the room and you see that opening scene with the zombie. He turns around and looks at you. Remember that scene?
Yeah.
Dude, that's the most iconic scene because you've never seen anything like that in any video game.
No,
that was
you
the
haven't.
scariest shit. Dude, that scene.
You haven't seen almost everything about that game ever before.
That scene, dude, because you have to think I'm like 11 or 12. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't.
Fucking dog jumping through that window.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the scene.
Fuck out of me.
I'm talking about the movie scene of the zombie. He's eating your buddy, and he turns around and looks at you, and like, dude, that was fucking freaky as shit. Like I can still see that in my mind today.
All right. Number 3, I got a video for number 3.
Okay.
Listen, this is a very recent game. All right.
Mm-hmm.
But I had to do it because I am a super fan of this fucking IP.
Okay.
All right. So for our listeners, I'm going to play a video, then I'll explain it after. All right. Let me share. I mean, I'll explain it after.
Yes, brother. Victory or death. Second Company, we hold this ground in the name of the Primer. If we die with vengeance on our lips.
Get that ass.
Get up, Sarius. My leg is gone, brother. Cover him. All formation. Back, you treacherous scum. Sarius. He has fallen.
That's tight.
There is, but we shall find it.
Right there, dude. Yeah, here comes the big dog. Here comes the big dog.
Lord.
Primaris has entered the arena.
Lord Calgar,
Lieutenant, I received your message. Brief me.
All right. So what I just played there was Space Marines 2, the Defend the Banner sequence. It's not really a cutscene until you get to that part. But listen, dude. If you want to see 2 minutes, if you don't know what 40K is, just watch that 2-minute video of Defend the Banner, and that is 40K. Like that whole sequence screams 40K. What 40K is. The brother, the Space Marines together, they're, chapter brothers defending their banner. Some of the Marines fallen, they're grabbing their brothers, and that sequence of the Chaos forces coming in, like that one little sequence is just like fucking perfect. And then your Primaris coming in and just fucking waxing things, showing how strong he is. But that is my number 3.
All right. My number 3, Xenogears. When face split personality is revealed and the mechs start going wild. Remember that?
Oh, yeah. I remember that. I remember everything about that game, dude.
Dude, that was tight.
Everything
that
about
was super
that
tight.
Game. Yeah.
That was so tight, man.
Everything about that game was tight. And they just fucking, it's just there.
Yep.
They're not touching it.
My number 2 and 1 are from the same game, which
Mine
shows
too.
you how great. I
think we have the same number 2, or same, both are the same.
We
might.
Well, then I'll let you go. I'll let you go first.
All right. Well, my number 1, I'll have a video for, but my number 2 is Final Fantasy VII's Aerith getting killed by Sephiroth. I think that's one of the most emotional and like what the fuck moments of Final Fantasy VII, because it just hits you. I'm talking about the OG, like before you.
Yeah.
You're playing Final Fantasy VII Remake. Everyone knows what's going to fucking happen to Aerith, you know. But
I can tell you what's going to happen in the next game.
The first time it happens in the OG game was a huge moment in the game.
I can tell you what's going to happen in the next game because it's not a new game.
Yeah. All right, Grant, go ahead.
My number 2, that's my number 1, what you just said. My number 2, my number 2.
Motorcycle scene.
No, it's not. It's not, but that is a good one.
Yeah.
It's when Sephiroth goes crazy.
Yeah.
He starts losing it, and he goes to the Genova. And this scene was actually on and he goes to Genova, and he rips off the thing that's holding her or whatever. He rips it off or whatever, and he takes her. And that's the scene that shows him with 𝐬𝐫𝐽𝐽 burning, and that's when it shows him with the big sword. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was the scene that was on the commercial too. So that's how you know that was like,
it was
like an iconic scene. But yeah, no, that was my number 2. And of course, you already said my number 1. My number 1 was
Aerith's fate.
Yeah.
So I want to show this one. This is from the remake, but I thought the remake fucking did it justice.
They did do a good job. It was tight.
They did a lot of it justice. Like all
tight.
the major scenes, they did it very well on everything.
It was tight.
All right, so let me share this. I'm gonna play this real quick.
That's tight. That's super tight.
All right. What I played there for the listeners is a Final Fantasy VII scene of the remake of Cloud and the motorcycle on the Shinra building jumping out with a glass. He catches his fucking sword, slams on the ground, and fucking is just badass. It was badass in the OG Final Fantasy VII, and they made it even more badass in the remake.
There's so many good I mean, I can name more cutscenes. I can name the one where Cloud remembers that he's not it was Zach, and his all his future and past and all that stuff are like. Remember, he starts freaking out because everything the story. Remember everything's not adding up or whatever. Like Tifa's story's different than his and all this other stuff.
The scene in the OG when he's going down to fight Sephiroth for the last time.
Yeah.
Diving, catches a sword and just dives in and you Omni slash that motherfucker.
The scene where Sephiroth turns into the one wing angel.
Yeah, I mean that's just iconic music for the first time. Hearing the one wing angel for the first fucking time.
Yeah, it was tight.
Was just one of the. I mean, hell, that should have been number 1 too.
Yeah, I forgot, man. There's so many. That's how you know that game's goated, man. The original, because there's just so many good. You're gonna make me have to play that game again. The original. Just because I like playing that one because I could play the whole fucking game. I don't have to play in parts.
Yeah. Yep. All right, Grant. That was a top 10. Top 10 iconic cutscenes from video games. All right, Grant. Last segment of the podcast.
Hey, we're on a roll here, man.
We got the Chrono Trigger. We got the Chrono Trigger last week, but
it's only down from here.
10 weeks before that, we got a bunch of shit.
Yeah, it's only downhill from there because you can't be better than that.
That's right. All right, so this is a segment we call the Random Game Roulette. This is where we ask AI to give us a very random game from any era or console, and we talk about or learn some gaming history.
If it gives us Final Fantasy VII, they're listening to us. I'm convinced. I swear to God, if they do, they're listening to us.
All right. Let's go to AI real quick, and I'll give them the syntax.
Syntax? What are you, like a nerd?
Any era syntax. Or console. All right.
MS-DOS Control Alt Delete.
Yep. Give me... Shut the fuck up.
You're like the guy from Grandma's Boy. I hate your face.
All right, let's see what old AI gives us, buddy. Oh, AI. What? Oh, no.
Are we back to the shitter?
Oh, no, dude.
Is it Final Fantasy VII?
No.
Oh.
It is one of the worst games ever fucking made.
Oh, God, it's Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Dude, don't make me get old Cam Baker back here, dude.
He's probably outside. He probably
heard you. He probably heard us disturbance in the Ubisoft force.
He's probably outside. No, he's probably setting up a box outside of your house. You need to check your property.
All right, I'm gonna just find it. I'll probably find a bunch of images of this game. All right. Give me random facts about this game.
Well, the thing about it is you can't have good games all the time.
Buddy. All right. Anyway, let me pull up a picture.
Do I know this game?
You do know this game, Grant.
Okay.
And you know this game very well. I'm going to do a picture of this. Yeah, I'm just going to do this, Grant. I'm just going to do this. You ready, dude? I'm about to show right now. I'm about to put it up. You're going to love it.
Is it Hong Kong 97?
You're going to love this game, Grant. It is one of the best games ever made.
Oh, God. Oh, God, no. Oh, Jesus Christ almighty. This game is awful.
All right, let me just say some things about it real quick, and then you can go into your spill, and then we'll get some gameplay footage.
Well, I can tell you what the gameplay footage is.
Yeah, anyway, so the game's notorious for its repetitive fly-through-the-rings missions,
it's terrible.
which dominate the gameplay and frustrate players due to its clunky controls and tight time limits. It was rushed developed by developer Titus Interactive, created in 1999 for the Nintendo 64. There's unfinished content in the game that data miners found, such as unused levels and assets in the game's codes, suggesting that they kind of just gave up on this. Lex Luthor is voiced by the infamous Mark Hamill, and he provided a voice for Lex Luthor in this game. The game also has a multiplayer mode, but it's really bad and glitchy, and there's no objective, really. The Metacritic score was a 23 out of 100.
Yeah, it should have been lower than that. That's still too high.
That is still too high.
So this game is not based on Superman the movie. This is based on Superman the cartoon, the animated series. And the thing about it is, I guess I really didn't understand that because they didn't really make it clear, because they just called it fucking Superman 64. Yeah. So I don't think in any Superman, I don't remember him flying through rings. Like I would understand it if it was like a training scene, like if you're just learning how to fly, and this just kind of helps you get your precision and stuff like that. I got it. But these rings are in the game and you have to fly through them to get to the next level. And the thing about it is if you miss one ring, oh boy, you have to start all over. You don't start over where you missed it at. You start the whole thing over. So if you get to the end of the level and you miss a ring, guess what, buddy? You're starting over. There's a scene at the end. I remember there's at the end of one level, there's a scene where you have to, and it doesn't even really tell you what to do. You just have to kind of fucking figure it out. So you fly through the rings, right? You get there. You have 6 seconds you have to pick up Lex Luthor's car and then throw it at some other cars, right? But you have 6 seconds to do that. It takes 5 just to fly to the car. Like it doesn't tell you what to do. It doesn't tell you, you just kind of have to figure it out. It says stop Lex Luthor. And so you have to figure out how to do all that, right? So anyway, when you finally get to like where you can like run around kind of like 007 GoldenEye, because that's how they kind of look, like they try to make it look like that. This when you can start using some of Superman's powers, like his frozen breath, the laser eyes, and all that other stuff. And it's terrible. He punches like shit. He punches like with an axe handle. Like it's terrible.
So you think Titus Interactive is still around?
It probably is.
No, they went bankrupt in June of 2004.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm surprised they didn't go bankrupt in June of 1999 because this game should have killed them. And then guess what you have to do after you do that level? Can you guess? You like to take a stab at it? You have to fly through more rings. 80% of this game is flying through rings. It's terrible. It's glitchy. Like the controls are awful. Like you try to move up and down and then you like get stuck. And the next thing you know, you lose time and then you have to start over again. This game's awful. I hated this game. This game was almost as bad as Mega Man 64. Mega Man 64 was pretty bad. Right, this is worse.
Let's do a quick gameplay and you can look up the IGN score.
Oh, well, they probably gave it a 7, but we'll look at it.
All right, let's see. Let me share screen.
Maybe the music sucks. There you go. Flying through rings. This guy's actually good at it. This must be like a speed run.
Oh, look.
Yeah.
There you go. Here's some more gameplay.
Yeah, I mean, dude, that's basically what you do the whole game.
And here's more gameplay.
That's what I'm saying.
Here's more gameplay.
Underwater. Oh, God. I'm surprised you didn't get stuck in the water.
And here's more gameplay.
This game's terrible, dude.
All right. That's enough of that.
This is the worst game. You're right. Let's see. Let's find the IGN score. I got it here. Let me see where they put it. Where'd they put it? I guess it's so bad they didn't even load it. Let me go to the front screen then. Superman definitely doesn't fly, is what they said. Oh, it glitched out on me. They gave it a 3.4 out of 10. Okay.
That's a little bit too high.
That's a lot too high. That's about That's
higher than the average.
It's 3.4 too high.
2.3. Oh God. All right. Well, that's Superman 64. We suggest not playing it. Don't play this game.
Don't even look it up. Don't even look at the gameplay.
Yeah.
Like you should play Q*bert on Atari.
Yeah.
Super Pitfall would be better for Nintendo.
I'll play some Q*bert. Q*bert's fun, man.
Yeah, you would play Q*bert. You and the Ubisoft Shill are gonna fucking play. He's you didn't send him home. He's sitting right outside your house. Y'all about to be hanging out. Y'all about to play some Assassin's Creed Shadows after this podcast.
I think it's multiplayer too.
Yeah, y'all about to fucking.
I can't do that. I can't play another Assassin's Creed, dude. I'm done.
Don't play with him because he's gonna bro you to death.
I am like done.
What? Tell
All
your
right.
wife to hide the pizza rolls from him because he looks like he'll eat them all.
All right, Grant. That's it. That's the podcast.
All right, guys. We appreciate y'all tuning in. Go follow us on YouTube. Go follow us on TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all over the place. We'll have the audio version of this up later, and we will be back Tuesday. Y'all have a good weekend. Anything you got to say?
Nope.
All right, guys. Peace.
Peace.